live. There we
So,
go.
Hello.
We're live. Hello. How are you?
Hello.
I'm Dan. Yeah, we're going to be playing some Pirates today. I feel normal again. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Quite good.
Yeah, we'll do a bit of a recap once we've done some introductions, and we'll jump on into this here session of Pirates of Kal'Himaar. We'll start, as always, with the wonderful man who's typically on my left, but is only on my left in spirit today.
Hello, it's me. It is 7 minutes to 8 currently. You know what time that is. It's time that Tom's not going to be here, so I can steal his intro. I'm Callum. I'm going to be playing Cyathus. He's a Triton druid who likes to turn into all manner of beasties and summon owls at every possible convenience. So, look out for some owl-related shenanigans later on.
Looking out. Hello there, I'm Annie. As you can see, I've had a bit of a haircut today, a hairy colour. So my novel, 50 Shades of Disappointing My Father, will be out later on in the year. As well as that, I'm playing Nemira. She's a human warlock, and she's as creepy as I would wish to be in real life.
You've only disappointed your dad in 50 ways. That's rookie numbers.
Hello guys, I'm Kane. As ever, due to crushing social ineptitude, I've taken to the internet, and where better to meet socially and well-adjusted people than Reddit. Wiley D. Coyote has a really in-depth guide into how to greet people. Step 1, say hey, hi or hello. There's an additional option of adding there to that if you like, so hey there. Secondly, he suggests a contextual build-up sentence. That's designed to get a response. However, the person might not respond if they're not interested, in which case he says, what's the point in even introducing yourself anyway? But that's a digression. Examples he gives of a contextual build-up sentence would be, I noticed you were at a conference the other day. Was it interesting? Not sure how relevant that is here. But let's move to step 3, which is to respond to their response. So adding some fake humor into responses is always a good thing to do. For example, adding, absolutely, he certainly got himself a new fan, or cool, I'll check it out, knowing Wilder, the sale's probably already over. As you can tell, this guy's really well adjusted to society. And then his final step is to, after that entire conversation, introduce with your name, just to keep the flow of conversation going. Most of the time, he suggests using a great transitional word like by the way or oh and also. And then he says to leave a pause so that people can reflect on your name and process that. So, hello. Saw you guys checked into previous streams. Good, weren't they? I was terrible. By the way, I'm Kane. And I'll be playing Riverkiss Row, a Tabaxi Paladin.
You
Were
could
you
lift
doing a
more
Boris
of a pause
Johnson
there. I
impression
didn't really
just
have
then?
time to reflect on your name.
Oh, apologies. Hi, I'm Kane.
My only note there. Hello, my name's Jamie, and yes, I did escape, and I am playing Fawaro. Here is the chaotic, neutral rogue, maybe. He is now a cockcrow, captain of the ship, and always here, despite everyone's best efforts.
They weren't my best efforts.
No. Thank you for trying, though.
Keeping Poirot here under his best efforts is Garvin Ceres Weekvar, his bodyguard, and Goliath Barbarian to boot. He's also somewhat of a not very nice person, depending on your perspective, I suppose. But if you are in any way good, that is going to be true for you. But yeah, that's it. It's me, it's Elliot, by the way.
So, recently, this wonderful, wonderful group, after just getting back from Midas Waters, having completed a job for Blackbeard, getting some magical oddities from the bottom of the sea floor, you had a bit of downtime. Some of you went to start up an exorcism business, forge some weapons, pick up some rumours, and generally just kind of milled about and had a good time, got some personal goals done as well. You all reconvened as a group back in the wonderful city of Tortuga. You've put out some feelers trying to sell your old and rather beaten ship, and you spent a few days kicking it in the unofficial pirate capital before a package was delivered, a barrel filled to the brim with limes and a severed orcish leg with a note attached to it telling you to meet an old acquaintance, Limey Limesworth, in the Gardens of Stone district. You went through this kind of strange museum-like petrified garden and found this building which led to a subterranean couple of chambers that all seem to be themed around limes. You had a fight with a couple of lime golems and lime elementals before making your way to the main audience chamber with none other than Limey Limesworth. He had hung in cages 5 people from his past who had wronged him and were bathing them totally in acid until they dissolved. You struck up a fight with him as he transformed into the Limey Lime Serpent and managed to fell him while also saving Gore Cleaver as well as another woman in the process who you've not really spoken to as of yet. You currently find yourself in this room a bit tired, a bit beaten, a couple of stains or burns from the citric acid that has been sprayed upon you guys. And you can see as currently the cages are being lowered via the contraption. Yeah, you find yourself in this empty room, not empty room, but this room with no more threats in it. What would you like to do?
I'll have a look around where his throne was, see if there's anything worth taking.
Yeah, so you kind of look around the throne. You can see now it's just like a blank dais as all the limes the throne was made of merged up into his body. You look around, there doesn't seem to be anything really like around the throne area other than kind of limes,
Okay.
I guess.
They're not quite the treasures I'm after.
Yeah, you kind of look around.
I'll search the room in
cool.
general.
Go ahead and make an investigation.
There we
check.
go.
There we go.
Yeah, I'll just keep searching around too.
Hey,
I'll
that's
let you
good.
roll it.
Investigation.
Yes.
That's a filthy 20.
Filthy 20. Cool. You look around and you realise that there's certainly no like secret compartments to this room or anything like that. But going through the bodies, you do find they all have kind of small amounts of coin on them. In total, you maybe get around 750 gold between them, as they seem to have a lot of coin for individuals on them. But you also seem to find 2 of these limestone necklaces. These chains that hang off and land. What am I fucking saying today? God. These 2 chains that connect, and hanging from it is it's like a lime that's been cut in half. You can see kind of like the segments on the inside, and it was what they were using to kind of like cast these citrusy bolts.
I'll pop one of them on. I'll keep that for myself. Cool. I'll distract for that. How many of us? 6 of us?
Yeah.
Well, I'll say so 50 each, and the rest goes to the ship funds as we're quite low money wise.
But how much did you find? Sorry.
750.
Thanks very much.
Nice. How much did we get each? Did you say? Sorry.
50.
50.
80. Nice.
Are gore cleavers and miscellaneous women's cages locked or unlocked and easily accessible at the moment, or are they still hanging up there?
So yeah, when they're lowered, the locks like they are locked, but it's nothing that's difficult. So either with just sheer strength or Fuaro picking it, you can quite easily get them open. You see as Gorecleaver kind of comes out, he's kind of holding himself up still quite well, but you can see he is certainly weakened by whatever state he was brought here in. You can see he doesn't currently have his axe on him. You can see a couple of fresh scars or like newer scars than when you last saw him, but you can still see his large, muscled and old orange orcish form in front of you. And then as the lady steps out, you see as she's human, looks young, maybe mid-20s or so, has like a short kind of almost like ice gem haircut a little bit, kind of all spiked forward. And you can see she's got like various tattoos, like either she's not covered, but she's got like a couple of odd ones either around her face or like on her arms. You can see their various sailing charms.
Do they look like they need healing at all?
They actually they don't look like they've taken any damage at all, if anything.
Okay.
You both alright?
She's got Cleaver just kind of. Yeah, you stepped in at the right time. Thank you for that. Long time no see.
No Yeah, totally. Long time no see. You? How have you been?
Looks up to the cage. Been better.
Fair enough.
See, as the lady kind of walks in, goes, "Yeah, thank you. That was quite a show."
No problem. How have you been since?
I don't know.
Oh, we're not. Sorry, I'm very confused today.
Rizza.
Rizza, pleasure. Fuago, Captain Fuago.
Thank you. Yeah, it's very nice. You want to have another way out? The smell of limes are kind of starting to.
A bit acidic. Well, we came down through a slide, I think. So if you want to climb that, give it a go. Otherwise, I'm sure we'll find somewhere. If you give us a mo.
Dan, would I be able to climb it with a climbing speed, or is it too slippity?
Yeah, I'd say it'd warrant a check. Because yeah, it's pretty slippery. But
I could climb up and chuck a rope down or something.
Walk over to the woman. Be like, so what did you do to piss off the lame?
Yeah, I was wondering because like it was a bit of an misunderstanding with us, and we got sent a whole leg. Like, did one of you step in front of him in the queue?
Well, it's funny you should say, actually.
Oh no!
Uh-oh.
Got the last treat that he wanted.
Oh no!
Oh no.
Seems to hold quite petty grudges. That one. Why? What did you do, big man? He goes, I cut off his first leg.
Oh, that's who you are!
Who you are!
And I beheaded him.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I told you all Garv had a problem.
Cool. Make an attack roll advantage because yeah, he is certainly surprised.
That's going to be a 28.
Put that under the list of things I did not expect.
Oh gosh.
One
Was I the
second.
only one who remembered Elliot doing this?
That is,
No.
that
Thought he
is
hated
certainly
him.
going to hit. Did you say 28?
Yeah.
Yep. Hang on, I'm just flicking to stats. Go ahead and roll damage.
Cool.
I
I'm
Wait,
gonna
hang on.
You
What's
nearly died in
happening?
this
Why?
fight, didn't you?
me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm still nearly dead.
Yeah. Well, this guy's caused a fuckload of trouble, and Garv don't like that shit.
Fair enough.
It's got a lot of harm for someone who was told to bring someone by any means.
He was told to
Oh,
get him as a
God.
member of our crew.
One voice in the midst of 6.
Okay.
The
So,
captain's voice.
can you give me a?
Spoke louder.
I did. We went over this.
Can you give me
It
a
made me
con
very
save
bad.
as well? As I'm going to inflict a wound on him. Hopefully.
That's a 10.
Fails. Rip. Cool. It's not the best damage in the world, but that's going to be. That's not too bad though.
Oh, it does the 3d6. Oh, it'll be the top of his turn anyway, but it does the 3d6 at the top of his
Oh,
turn.
okay,
But
fair enough.
it'll be his turn after you anyway.
Cool.
so-
My regular attack does 14 damage, and then at the top of his go, he'll take a further 10 damage.
You see as Garv just kind of like brings his large axe round, it goes most of the way through his thick neck. Then as you kind of like squeeze and you see it as this red energy kind of burns down and sizzles, you see as it then goes the rest of the way, as it his head just across the floor and he... Glad I prepped what he's been doing for the past 3 months. Oh.
Well, there we go.
Well,
You see
Gavin
Chris goes,
says,
"Oh,
what the fuck?
I'm not next, am I?"
Insubordinate. Don't worry.
Oh yeah, he like totally caused us to be here, and like I nearly died, and the guy I'm sent to protect almost died, yeah.
He got the last treat I wanted.
Shit.
You're fine though.
Yeah, what's your story?
Thank you.
Yeah.
Just like wiping some of the blood off my face.
Born and raised here. Sorry, that was a lot to take in. Born and raised in Priangos.
you mean a lot to take off.
Know the streets pretty well.
Fair.
Oh, that's good.
So there's not the time for jokes.
Anyway, yeah, that's
My way of coping.
there's all that. Shall we find a way out?
Yeah, I was going to climb the slide.
Might as well look for a different
I'm
door.
just gonna hold X on Gore Cleaver. Just
Nothing
run
on
it
him.
very quickly. Cool.
Damn.
Oh,
What
can you
was
look
it,
for my
X got?
tooth?
It's not on him.
Yeah.
Oh,
Any proof of
no, I've
address?
lost that. You could have waited.
I could have.
I'm gonna go try to climb the slide down if that's right.
Patience is a virtue that Garv does not have.
Would you like me to ask him where the tooth is?
Oh yeah, you can do that. Go for it.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, please, if you could. It's
I'll
sort
hold
of,
up his severed head.
I sort of meant something when I gifted it,
Them
and now he
sheets, so
doesn't need it.
How something works.
Cool.
Thank you.
Then can I please use my my ability, my Book of Shadows, I think it is.
You can indeed.
Yeah.
Bear with me a sec.
It was.
Cool. So as you ask that, you place it. You close the book over his hand again. His rather large hand that honestly doesn't fully fit into your book. You see the tips of some of the fingers sticking out of the pages. You wait about a minute and see as all the tips of those fingers just drop off around the book. And as you pick it up and open it again, the arm is perfectly severed, as it always is when you do this with someone's body part.
That's gross.
As you open it, you can see written in... What does it write in? Blood or something? Sure. You can see written in blood across there is just the words, fuck you. I was checking
Wait
whether
a
he
minute.
had the answer or not, but it's not. The spirit of the dead provide the answer.
Oh, okay. I thought it was. I thought it was supposed to do it to the best of its knowledge.
It says the spirit of the dead provides it to the...
I had it written down somewhere, but I'm sure it was like to the best of its knowledge. It will
That's what-
tell you.
Oh, wait, hang on.
Hang on, let me go...
That's right. I'll just prep locate object. I'll just do locate object later.
Sorry, I had it written down somewhere, but I obviously haven't done it on this character sheet.
Hang on, I'll look it up.
I thought it was to the best of the dead person's knowledge that will tell you what you need. Although that would be quite funny.
I'll look...
You really got to discuss
it up in
it
the
group before you
yeah.
do this kind of thing, you know?
Where's the shot? Right, so we've
I'll look it up in the break.
anyone else want to desecrate
Yeah,
this
cool.
corpse for our needs, or are we good to go?
Oh, mission successful as far as I'm
Yeah,
concerned.
no, I'm very pleased with the comings and goings.
I'm...
Can we have a quick moment's pause for the loss that was
I can-
Sir Limey Lime?
I could do a little funeral
who
sort
could
of
have
thing.
been such a wonderful teammate, but was led astray by the evil art of limes.
Yeah,
Do you want to do a
speaking of
funeral
limes, we
thing,
should,
or-
we should grab all these limes.
Oh my
while
god,
we're
there
here.
are so
You
many.
can do some last rites if you want.
I kind of said all I meant to. I just wanted to take a moment to take stock of what we lost. What could have been?
All right, River's gonna kneel next to his body. It's not gonna be a full ritual casting of ceremony. It'll just be the instantaneous one. Just mutters a few words to herself and touches her breastplate. Doesn't need to get the rest of the party involved.
Throw out limes with.
I
You're
don't think
very
Kane's
nice.
doing Limesworth's funeral.
He better be.
Yeah, where's Limesworth's body?
I can't remember how he died. So yeah,
He
it's there.
Exploded into limes, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, his lime half certainly did, but we'll say the battered and beaten legless corpse of Limey Limesworth is there.
Oh,
Dude.
a
It's
treasure.
We're gonna recruit this guy.
Anyone got the Revivify?
Find a diamond!
I mean, I do.
Oh my
No,
god.
it's-
We want
It
to.
might be this. It might
Think
be the
how
same.
cool it would be if we had a
Oh,
lime
I think-
snake on side.
To be honest, I think it's been
How are
more
we
than
gonna
a minute,
convince him to
so
come
I'm
on
not sure I
side?
can do it.
I've still got a nat 20 from Gaunties.
Oh my god. Say it as if you revivify Limesworth, I will leave the crew.
I mean, as much
Sounds
as
like
I
a
would
win-win,
want to
let's
pretend
go.
it would be funny, it's been more than a minute, so I can't.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Ah.
If we make it happen, Andy, will you take over as Limey Limes with? Because that's the only way I can see that as being the best thing ever.
Yeah, all right then.
Yeah.
Alright.
Cheers.
You searched the room, didn't you?
I searched what I could, and I found nothing but a small pile of gold.
There's no other way out here other than the way we came.
There's
in.
the way you came, the corridor you came from.
Cool. Yeah, I guess just
Better climb a slide.
head that way then. Yeah.
Collect all the limes.
You certainly collect as much as you can.
Fill up.
We've got a bag of holding, don't we? We don't? Ah.
We've got a whole like thing upstairs. We could just open the bag of holding and just like scoop.
We don't have one.
Oh,
Annoyingly,
Oh,
yeah.
Mastella does but it's got most of his forging stuff in there.
There's room. We can fit limes around it.
Yeah, it's just whether you overfill or not. But
Just put them in
I
the
mean,
boot of the
assume it'll
ship.
more just top out rather than...
no, it tears and breaks.
Ah.
oh, I don't want to do that.
I'll just put as many limes as I possibly can on person, as well as eating as many as I can before we leave.
Hundreds. You've got so much lime, so many limes that I'm not going to put a number on it.
We've got so many limes we never have to worry about running out of limes for the rest of the campaign.
Gonna
Yeah,
put
pretty
the
much.
infinite symbol limes on my character sheet.
Wonderful.
I've now got.
At this
infinite
stage, you
ballistic
actually have lime
weapons.
poisoning. That's how bad it's gotten.
Would you
Now
say
we
he
need
has
to
Lyme's
invent a lime
disease?
cannon.
Oh, I can also
Ooh.
change up our lime counter on our ship now from 130 to infinite.
The limes will never end. Let's hope they don't ever rot or anything.
Oh god.
Why would they rot, Jamie? It's a fantasy world.
Oh yeah, you're right.
Yeah, come on, dude.
Yeah, let's try and get out of here, I suppose.
Yeah, let's leave. I mean, I'm fine.
Oh yeah, you can fucking fly.
I'm pissed off.
Can I just
I mean, as long as you all promise not to die, I can get us out of here fairly easily.
Okay, that's a very big promise to make. Why do we need to now?
I promise not to die.
You're gonna flood the place.
No, I was just gonna conjure a couple of eagles and fly us out of here.
Oh, why would we have to promise?
Yeah,
not
why
to
is
die?
death a
Yeah.
feature of
Because
this
if I
one?
conjure the eagles, then I can't revive you if you die.
Oh right.
I think we'll be
fair.
fine.
Let's see if we can find an actual way out first before we go into the realm of impossible promises.
Gotta be honest, I'm gonna fly off. So I see you.
Right, well, she's gone. Let's go down the corridor, see what we find.
So you begin searching down the corridor. Nem, as you turn into a raven and fly ahead, you fly up the slide, and as you get to the top, you see as actually the four sides of the pyramid have gone back out and are trapped that end of the slide.
Oh.
Oh shit.
As you kind of you guys are searching the corridor. No roll needed as there's no threat or time constraint currently. But you eventually see as two of the torches, the lime green still burning torches, when pulled at the same time, you feel as the ground shakes, and you watch as the rooms on either side begin to disappear as this whole corridor begins to lift upwards.
Ooh.
And you see as it eventually meets
Oh.
up with the original the original entrance. I can't do words today.
That's okay.
The original entrance that kind of led you down into the subterranean level. It's weird. The architecture doesn't make sense at all, but it's certainly a quick way out.
Yeah, fair enough.
Be like,
love
guys,
it.
it's like one of those Skyrim dungeons.
I hope there's no Draugr.
Yes, none.
Right. Well, are we back in that Are we back out now, or
Yeah,
are we just in the kind of
as you kind
corridor
of
still?
walk back out, you see the bodies that were there before of the disciples of the Illuminati that you had killed, and you see as you are
Yes,
now
we-
out in the Gardens of Stone.
With any of them?
It's now evening time. I'd say it's about 11, 12 o'clock as you step on out, and you see as a lot more people are out here in the city of Priangos is now coming to life.
Cool. Oh, I'll chuck. Who knows to identify? Anyone?
I've got my spyglass.
There you go. I throw
Yeah.
in the other one of the lime pendants. I go is this one magic or?
I've got no idea. Give me a second, and I will use the dwarven spyglass to identify it.
Nice. So as you hold up the spyglass, the arcane runes flicker across the many lenses as you learn that this can be used 3 times to cast Melf's Acid Arrow.
Nice.
Ooh.
There you go. I've
The-
got my own. You know what you want. That
The one that you identified has already been used once, so it's got 2 charges remaining. You're not sure how many yours has got.
Cool. Is it? Do we know if it's a refresh or?
It's not a refresh. It's just they had. You saw that
There's
they
like
weren't necessarily
3
casting
line
out of the ones
segments.
that. Yeah, actually, sure. Inspiration. You see, as yours has 3 lime segments glowing, the other one has 2 lime segments.
Hey,
glowing.
there we go.
Excellent.
It looks so real. I give it Flyers like a little bite.
Hang on, I forgot. I need to technically write down XP for Garb already.
God.
We were all there. That's shared.
But he's the only one who did anything.
We were just watching slack-jawed, like.
I don't know what you guys are talking about.
I'm fine with it.
Let's go get a drink.
Let's. Oh my god, when was the last time we all sat down together and had a drink?
Oh, like Tortuga?
Yeah,
Like
it was
about a week ago.
It was at the
Really
tournament.
not
No,
that
it
long
was a month ago.
Oh, shit.
It's been a month since we had a good catch up. Let's go have a
tournaments,
pint.
We had the hotel the river let us stay at. We sit down to drink together quite a lot.
Yeah, but we've been
been an
apart
age,
for a
let's go.
while. Have a good catch up. Hey, lady, do you want to come with?
Oh, I forgot she was there. Sure. Yeah.
Nice,
Sure.
cool.
Why not? I'll have a drink. I know.
Chop the other guy's head off, and she's like, "Yeah, I'll come."
Anything? Any place in particular, or?
You know, let's play somewhere nice, but where we can be a tad rowdy.
Oh, shall we go visit that Fey fella?
Wild place.
Oh, the Feywild play. I want to... On a fresh body, I'm currently bleeding quite a bit.
Oh, yeah. I could use a rest, really, as well,
Yeah.
at some point.
Yeah, actually, I could as well.
I'm quite bloody, and I feel like I want to go into a chat with a man who's, let's be honest, probably one of the henna, with a full strength behind me.
Yeah, I've just realised there's a few holes in me.
Yeah, quite a few. Do you want me to put limes in them?
Oh, there's enough
limes
lime in
pouring
the body
out.
as is.
Well, if you need rowdy and you want a good time, I suggest we go over to Thunder Island.
Thunder Island.
I don't know if we
Oh,
have we been
you-
there. Have we been there?
That's
God.
incredible.
Do you hear the drums when you came in from that island just a little bit offshore?
I start walking in
Hey,
that direction.
There's a
Yeah,
garb-shaped
kind of
hole in the
catches up and
sea.
like walks alongside you.
That's cool.
Mainly dwarves, very loud, but they love a good time
Why is it called Thunder Island?
because you can hear the thunderous booms of their drums coming from it all hours of the day.
Nah, it's barnacle. I'm sorry, Gavin.
It's okay.
Next time, we'll find you a nice thundery place that isn't in the Midas capital.
Who knows? If you're lucky, one of the heavy hand bards might be there as well.
The what?
The heavy
I'm
hands.
sorry, who?
Anyone give me a history check?
I will. I'm good at history.
I'm.
Oh, I am not.
21.
19.
Cool.
It's 10.
Callum's a
I
super
was
fan.
good at history.
A whopping 4.
Cool, so that's Scythus and Garv. You both recognise the Hilgor name. All of you recognise it to some degree as one of the original 9 pirate lords was a dwarf by the name of Hilgor Heavyhand. After he kind of settled his district within Priangos, he decided he wanted nothing to do with it and instead went to settle a city in the far southeast, right near Reef, inside the corpse of a dead plane-eater whale that he himself killed. And the Heavy Hand Bard College is known to be a very tough, very boisterous, and
It's on the
very
map.
great college.
Is it here?
Yeah, right
Excellent.
in the bottom right where your dice tray
Oh,
is.
perfect.
Yeah, it's right there.
You guys can't see it, but it's. Oh, we don't even have map cam up.
No,
Never
no,
mind.
okay.
Yeah, it's all the way.
Oh yeah, we don't have the. I'm a dumbass. I'm sorry.
It's all good. Yeah, we've gone for our simplistic set
Yeah.
of takes. Tom's
Go for our
somewhere.
simp style.
Anywho,
Drinks.
yeah, off to Thunder
Pub.
Island.
Thunder Island.
Is that like Turbo Island?
Yeah.
Because that's what I pictured.
There's like one old stereo and a fire pit.
I'm picturing the island from Scooby Doo.
Yeah.
It's funny you should say that because actually it's a mixture of the both.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Emil Monteverius doing heroin in the middle of the street.
God, I hope you run into Rowan Atkinson.
A man with a blue carrier bag and a rock wallet.
If I don't see Scrappy Doo, I'll be upset.
As you
Love that play.
as you carve your way
Damn, while
meandering
we're
through the
walk-
busy
oh, sorry.
streets of Priangos, you go past and out of the Gardens of Stone, and you walk across a fairly wide wooden bridge that leads to this small island settlement just off of the main shore of Priangos. You hear, before you can even see the island, the thunderous booms of many drums that seem to play, and you think that a whole chorus or choir of players or musicians must be giving off this symphony. But as you go to the island, you see, as you go into its caverns, not its streets, but as this is all subterranean, you begin to walk through these large caverns and the booming gets louder and louder. You see various doorways carved into the side of rock, leading to either homesteads or shops. and you can see dwarves walking around very drunkenly. Some of them in these light blue kind of robes that are kind of cut off very neatly at the shoulder. And you see all of them have like instruments on them of some kind that they're either absentmindedly playing to themselves or just listening to the beat of the drum.
Can I just go up to one of these blue-robed dwarves?
You see
with like one with an instrument. Probably?
Yeah, so you see this one that's kind of got like a djembe style drum kind of like strapped over his back. You see he's kind of light of skin, kind of short red kind of goatee beard. Has like these cornrows kind of like braided backwards, and you see as he just kind of as you just kind of.
Do you take like requests or whatever?
Oh. Yeah, me, but they do in the bar as well. Echoes throughout the island.
Oh, nice. Well, can I just pay you like 500 gold to follow us around for the night and just
Done.
play us tunes?
There we fucking go.
I think that'll just be kind of cool. What's your name?
You see as he kind of like, he's kind of like already like slung his like djembe style drum like over around and has already like started like tapping out quite like a nice like beat. And even though like the boom of the louder drum is still echoing throughout the halls here, you can still hear his music quite nice and localized. He's just like going to town tapping and goes, sorry, the name's Reggie.
Nice.
Oh, Reggie, amazing.
Yeah, I love him.
Enough, Reggie.
If anything happens to Reggie, I'll kill everyone.
Anything in particular? Or
This
you
is
just want
probably
some
the best use of 500 gold we've had in probably any campaign.
nice backline with music, or just anything in particular?
Whatever you like, Reggie. Just keep the tunes coming.
Can we have like a battle like tune as we enter the tavern,
Of course you can.
so they know what's coming?
Right,
Oh god.
I know. Bear with.
Do you ever
And as
feel
you
like
kind of-
sometimes the things that the captain says are going to get us killed?
Daily.
So I feel like I have that once an evening.
Yeah, and yet you're yet to die, so let's not doubt the captain now.
That's why I'm here.
What
We
if we've
didn't do
been
these
doing
things
it
I
for a
wouldn't
while?
need it.
I am yet to have any proof that I'm not immortal, and I will continue living my life as such.
Oh, there's sometimes it's lucky I'm your bodyguard.
Agreed. That would have been fine in hell.
Oh god.
You continue kind of walking away, kind of coming almost to the source of this loud, echoing drum beat. You slope on upwards and come into a very large circular bar in this subterranean cavern. You see the walls made of this very nicely chiseled dwarven style stone with various reliefs and frescoes kind of decorating the sides, showing various dwarves fighting various beasts throughout the history. You see mainly dwarves in here, but again you see like a mix of other races as people are sat in booths, and you can see each booth has this kind of like stone door that seems to pull up out of the floor to kind of privacy or block any sound. And you see as some booths people have bards in booths that are playing their music as well. Each of the booths also seem to have like little doorways that food can kind of be opened, put on and then closed. And you see as the floor beneath you, as you all get a little bit of vertigo, as you see not stone but crystal, thick glass that seems to meet up in the middle of this room, creating this strange, almost like doubling effect as you look down. And you look down into a very large amphitheatre, hundreds of feet below you. You can't see anyone kind of watching in the stands currently, but you can see directly below the centre of this kind of crystalline floor. You look down onto a performer who stood on this large plinth and is surrounded 360 degrees by drums. And you can see as he's got these two kind of fairly large like sticks that you'd use to hit the bigger drums that have like the bulbous heads to them. And you can see as he's doing this routine, and it looks almost like martial arts as he's hitting the drums and making this sound that echoes up into this chamber. You can see the bar in the far wall that's kind of sheared off almost. Also the bar made of stone that's carved out of the wall. And you find yourselves within the Heavy Hand Tap House.
Sometimes I hate that I don't have your brain.
Right back at you.
That's wow.
You see,
It's quite a nice
Oh,
place.
wow.
It's pretty nice.
You see
Pretty spot on.
you see as Rizza goes, I'll get the first round. You did
Hey!
save me, and I managed to grab this on the way.
Thank
here,
you so much. We'll find the table.
Yes, if you're paying for music, I'd suggest a booth. What do you all drink?
Rum.
How special.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Oh, big drinker.
Oh, never mind. Not a good idea. Stick with rum.
I will also have rum, please.
Yeah, I mean, if everyone else is doing it, why not?
Yeah, how special for me, I think.
Nice. You see she walks on over to the bar as you guys kind of find your booth, and you see as now you kind of like sit into this stone booth that's carved out. It's got like a you know in movies when like they pull away like a big painting and there's like a little cubby just like there.
Yeah.
It's got the cubby but nothing in front of it.
Okay.
And you see as if he's used to it, Reggie kind of climbs up on the table, goes, stands in the cubby and turns towards you, and then just starts like playing his drum.
Fantastic.
But before long, you see as Rizza kind of comes on over. She's got multiple drinks kind of on this tray. Kind of slaps them down. You see there's a bottle of rum there. It seems to be quite a fancy bottle by the looks of it, kind of frosted glass. You see she kind of pours that out and hands it to people with rum. But for the River and Garv who ordered the house special, you see as she hands you what looks to be like a small upside down pair of bongos as she slides them in front of you, and both are just overflowing with frothy beer, and she goes, right, you need to drink them vertically. One will pour into the other as you're drinking the other one. It's customary for you to then slam them down and it will create a drum-like sound showing that you've finished.
Cool.
Hell yeah.
How the fuck do you come up with this shit?
Yeah, man.
That one was made up on the spot.
Is it like one of those, that drinking challenge you have to have all the cups? Yeah, okay, yeah. I'll just go for it. I'll look to Rivers. 3, 2, 1.
Cool. Both of you give me sleight of hand checks and con
Oh
saves.
fuck!
We of course
Wait,
want
what
like
was the
an
first save?
excited drum beat while this is happening.
Oh, the
was
sleight of
the
hand
two-
got one.
What were
You
the
don't
two
need to
checks,
make a
Dan?
con save. Sleight of hand and then con save.
Kerrigan 254. I believe Annie is a Raven Queen.
Yes. Pack the
Warlock.
Raven
Oh, yeah.
Queen.
Also, because we haven't had a chance. Hello to Scopes and hello to Gaunties and Kerrigan. I haven't spotted anyone else here.
Hello,
Chat.
everyone. If
Yeah,
you're
there's
there,
loads
stay
of
tuned.
people in the chat. Oh my
Say
god.
something in the next
Great.
5 seconds and I'll say your name.
Well, it'll be a bit of a delay, but
Nah, they fucked it. Move on.
So yeah, Kane, it's a sleight of hand check and a constitution save.
It was a 19 and an 8.
Okay, nice. So you see as River kind of like very dexterously manages to get this, and you see as one bit of one bongo of beer seems to flow into the other, and as you drink it, you're like, yes, I've got this. But that kind of distracts your mind from just how strong this particular dwarven ale is. You've heard the stereotype that dwarves brew strong ale, but this kind of backs up that truth. You immediately like feel this hit your system as you finish the drink, and your vision doubles as you look across at Garv, who like looks at you, goes to tip it, and just pours both pints all over his face and lap.
I don't get it. I'll go up to the bar and get another 2.
Wait, another 2 or another like 2 of them?
Another 2, so 4 bongos.
Nice. That costs you 10 gold. It's 5 gold per set of bongos.
That's excellent.
I'll give it another go.
As the place is made of stone, would I be able to use the old archaeologist brain to try and gauge sort of like how old this place is, who built it, that kind of thing?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead and make a yeah. What stat did we use for archaeology? Was it history? I think it.
It's been so long that can we just say that it's
Wisdom and proficiency.
perception,
Yeah, sure.
because that's what I'm really good at.
We'll say wisdom and proficiency, so it's still like your good skill.
Weird.
Also, hello Scopes. I hope you're doing well. I love you. You're amazing.
You're our favourite.
Aww.
Aww.
What a thing to get it on. Crit 20.
Yeah, boy.
Nice.
Nice.
Oh, yes, Carl.
Oh, let's get the whole fucking history of this
So
place.
you look around on the inside of this, and yeah,
Law
it's
dumped me, Dan.
pardon.
Law dumped me.
It's very good and very intricately carved stone. You can tell everything here was done by hand, and
Bloody hell.
at first it's hard for you to kind of gauge how aged this is, just because of the pristine condition it's been kept in. You kind of look across the floor to the crystal. You think that's probably been done by hand as well, and you just kind of examining while this kind of bongo beer charade is going on. You date this place probably 900 to 1,000 years old, which would line up with when just after Priangos was first settled.
Blamey. Good stone, this.
You begin to get it more. You get like a couple mouthfuls of beer before again it just like spills, and it's just
Third time's a charm.
Never mind, it's gone.
There we go.
now make the con save.
21. Damn, what What the fuck is going on with my dice rolling today? Con save's not bad. Con save is like a 23.
Nice. So you see, after Garv has spilt pretty much 4 pints of beer on himself,
God.
you kind of like, just resisting the urge to fly into a rage, you like take a deep breath and then focus and do it perfectly. It goes down. It's very nice dwarven ale, and you appreciate the strength of it. It's got a kick to it, stays in the throat a bit, and it's quite nice and bitter.
Once you get the hang of that, that's not bad.
Take your word for it.
You see his Rizza's just off in the corner, just kind of like chuckling away, kind of into her own pint. So, what do you lively lot do? Dare I ask?
Oh, that's a good question. Dare you?
Kill limes.
Kill lime-themed villains.
Yeah, we've taken out the Illuminati.
More regularly than you need to think.
Conspiracy theorists.
Well, we do a bit of odds and ends,
Odds
odd jobs.
Work with we've been known to work with high-ranking men from time to time.
Such as like pirate lords and the such.
Yeah, we may have worked with Blackbeard for a while there.
Make persuasion at advantage.
Okay, my persuasion's I think like +9 anyway. Oh, +8. It's still a 27.
Nice.
Wow.
You see, she goes wide-eyed and looks. She believes you and looks really impressed. That she's. What's he like? Is he as deadly as they say? Have you seen him kill someone with one shot?
I nearly watched him do it to me. It's a scary
But he survived.
But I survived, and we're on good terms now.
Wow.
He's a very awe-inspiring man. That.
Good night.
Aola, Christ, that's I didn't realise I was in such good company.
If you ever meet him, bear my advice: never look into his eyes. You'll be both terrified and awe-inspired in the same go.
If I ever meet him, yeah, right. No, just bump into pirate lords on the street. Oh,
I mean,
wow.
in this city,
Well, I
unless
mean,
it was
if
more
you
likely than
stick
you
with
are
us
anywhere
for
else.
approximately a month or two, you'll probably meet one or two. Yeah,
Yes.
probably two.
Possibly too.
Always some hanging around, but
What do you do?
not much really. I work in a bar, but tend to let my hands go where people don't want them to. Every now and again, get some coins.
You should probably
Oh,
always ask
right.
people before you do that
I
kind
like
of thing.
that.
No, I mean,
Just polite.
she go down the list was in pickpocketing.
Oh.
Don't worry about being subtle with us.
No, it's more she kind of like gestures round to the bar.
Oh yeah.
Fair enough.
Oh, you could pull up the door.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yeah, there you
I'll
go.
pull the door up.
You quite easily just pull up this door, and as it closes, the sound of the drums from down below just silences, and you can only hear Reggie tapping away on his bongo.
Oh, that's
Not his
not
bongo,
bad.
his djembe.
Yeah.
Nice.
He's gonna make a performance check.
Oh, I hope he's good.
He's fucking good.
Oh no.
That's a 29.
Oh.
God.
We have 2 new crew members in this room with us.
Every gold coin.
Right, how good at pickpocketing are you?
Tell you what, by the end of the night, I'll try and show you.
Oh, I like that.
I tell you what, if you get past me, I'll be fucking impressed.
Here you go. How are your sea legs?
Never actually been to sea.
Do you want to go to sea?
What about all the other letters?
Well done.
Yes, I wouldn't mind going to D.
Garth spits out what drink he had.
I like it.
She's like slaps you on the chest and just starts laughing. I'm fucking with you. I mean, I've got no life pinning me down here.
I'll tell you what. I like you a lot. If you can pickpocket one of us by the time we leave this bar, you've got a place on my crew. How's that? Deal.
And you, Mr. Was it Scyther? Sorry.
Yeah, hello.
Let's say if you're so perceptive, what says 10 gold that I can get something over you or past you even?
I mean, yeah, but it can't be the 10 gold that you're...
I bet I'll get you betting by the end of the night.
Deal.
Yeah,
Wait,
no.
fuck.
Yeah, fair enough. Deal.
You see she sit back, goes into contemplation. You can see her very much eyeing up, like, all of you, like, up and down, seeing what you've got on your person.
I will keep aware of, like, my own person throughout the night, but I won't pay her any undue attention.
Cool. In that case, could all of you make perception checks? And that'll be your running perception checks, I guess.
The most important thing I've got in
Alright,
my
cool.
pockets is my Stella. If you can get him, I'll be impressed.
Mine's pretty good.
Mine's a nat
Oh,
20.
she's still gonna get me.
Perception. Also, can I say to her, don't touch my stuff.
Oh, yeah, for your own good, Nem's void, don't go for Nem. Listen, she gave me a pretty ominous omen before this session started. I don't want to piss her off at all.
What were your other perception checks?
I got a 18.
Cool. River,
18 as well.
18. Scythus.
In quite fitting manner, my running is my passive. It's 22.
Nice.
Your passive perception is 22?
Yeah, he's got the
Yeah, man.
geography and he's
Fucking hell.
Yeah.
proficient and
Yeah.
a druid.
And then what did you get for your perception?
I got 6.
Nice.
She's gonna come up to us like that. Like, listen, I took this from them and I don't know what to do and I'm scared.
I could have fucking planted it.
She's just got the basilisk rings and Nem's like...
Yeah, Nem may look terrifying, but in reality, she's so much worse.
Apparently unobservant to a fault.
She kind of like shrinks in her seat a little bit and just...
Cool.
Anyway, Reggie, how you doing?
He's kind of like fucking Tavways. He's got like a bead of sweat like just drips
Oh,
outside.
he's going. He's earning that
And, like,
500 gold.
you call his name once and you see as he doesn't really notice, as he's just kind of like in the moment.
The muses have him. No, I'll let him lie.
This is magnum opus. You never thought a djembe could be played with this like delicacy,
But vigor at the same time. It's
Yeah.
a marvel.
I want to know what else you can do with those hands.
Nothing good.
Yeah, I guess we'll just kind of
Yeah,
get
we just
drunk.
kind of we get drunk and vibe out for a night, I
Yeah.
guess.
Yeah,
I've
chill
been
with Reggie's
chilling.
sweet jab.
Yeah.
Cool. I'll say she gets 3 attempts throughout the night.
Okay. But as a record, if Waro ever spots her, he won't say anything.
Okay, cool.
Same for Gav.
Cool. So you're gonna spot her because you got a crit. But all of you notice as multiple times as she tries to like take things from members of you. She stays away from them, but
Good.
yeah, you notice that she despite saying that she picks pockets, she's not very good at it.
Oh,
Aww.
Because the dice fuck her.
shame.
Can I make a charisma check to feign not noticing as she robs me?
Yeah, make a deception check.
Cool.
Can I make a sleight of hand check to try and pickpocket her?
Yeah, go for it.
It's
I
a
can't believe
16.
there was a guy who literally did anything that he was asked by our crew and fucking beheaded him on a mission to rescue him. And we're letting this girl pretend that she's good at pickpocketing
Again,
because we just kind of like her.
If recollection serves, we all said to get him on side to be part of the crew, but then a session happened and that was forgotten.
I say all
Oh,
definitely didn't say it. I watched.
Sleight of hand
I
was
watched it back
17.
to on the time. We definitely said get part of the crew.
Yes, but most of you said by any means, but it doesn't matter. It's in the past.
Indeed.
And now he's dead, so it really doesn't matter.
No, really.
Yeah, it's all in the past now.
It's just so interesting where we draw our line in morality.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't think we have a moral compass in this party at all.
No.
There's no point
I
looking
think
for
we
one.
have too many compasses and none of them point the same way.
Yeah, that too.
It's more just what's in the blind spot of all the compasses that matters.
Yeah.
Yeah. What'd you get for your bank, Alan?
17.
Nice. So yeah, she doesn't have a lot on her. The main thing that she has is like this coin purse that she stole from someone else on the way here. You managed to grab it without her noticing. And River, yeah, she pulls like a, I don't know, like a small. I don't know what you have on you in your inventory, but she pulls like a small trinket from you.
She can have the horn I've got for no reason. Well, that's a bit obvious actually. That's really obvious. Like a
Pulls out this
horn
French
comes out.
horn.
I've got a few like odd
He
bits on
stole
me.
my
like,
tuba.
Yeah, she pulls random MacGuffin from.
Not my MacGuffin.
Yeah. But yeah, you pretend not to notice, and she takes it.
Mhm.
You all notice.
And yeah, again, pretending not.
Yeah. None of us
Do
say
they
a
notice
thing.
that I'm feigning not noticing?
Sure, why not? They want. Yeah. You see as you kind of get to the end of the night, she kind of whacks down this kind of oddly shaped trinket on the table and says, "It was tough, but
There you go.
But you stopped from river about an hour ago.
Very observant. I guess the gold is she taps for where her coin purse was, and she.
Know where you left it? And I'll put it on the table.
Very good. Yeah, very good. You're very talented.
There's a guy on our boat. I feel like you could probably learn from him.
Mm-hmm.
Indeed. Yeah, the real question, River, did you notice her pickpocket you?
No.
Roll deception.
Yeah.
She's not very good at it.
Sciathus believes
Insight?
you River. More on my insight.
Roger, River?
Oh, what? Oh, sorry. Lol, I didn't hear that. Apologies. I was just sat there doing nothing.
I wish I
14.
hadn't said anything. I wanted to see how long that silence lasted.
I didn't know what we were waiting for, so I was just like,
Nor did I.
I'm just really vividly trying to picture Reggie playing the djembe. Honestly, it's all I wanted.
it was a 14, by the way, if you didn't hear that.
Cool. So if anyone wants to make an insight check, they can.
I do not.
I'm like,
No, I know
it's
it's lying.
It was 8. Sciathus believes her.
wow.
Wow, really? You're the only one.
You ever live through a moment where someone says something you don't think has ever been said before? Because we all just did collectively. Right, well, in that case, I'd say challenge men.
Brilliant.
Welcome to. This is where I give her the docking address, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, you're not on currently because your ship's in the shipwright.
Oh yeah, ship's being fixed, but
It's being upgraded, is what I'd like to say.
there you go. Having the rooms fitted.
You see, she takes the coin purse back and tosses you 10 gold, Callum or Cyprus.
But you can find us on the Sea Razor.
Ask around. I assume you're in the acidic navy district.
Sure.
Where?
No, we're up in the mountain. We dock there. So that was a good idea.
Well, this place has a dock as well, so
Alright.
I'm just asking.
I don't actually know where we left the boat.
Oh God, I was relying on you to know.
I think I parked it. No, I gave it to the valet.
We left it with Hickory. He's trustworthy. He can pack it.
Especially like backing it into a spot. You can't see though because he's too short.
Nowhere. Watch my rear.
You have a night of merriment.
No, it's just out on the dock like steady, steady.
Anything else you guys would like to do for the night? Just drink and get shit faced.
I guess find our boat, but past that,
Yeah, get absolutely shit faced and try and find our boat.
You all.
Sciathus.
Dan, I had one thing.
Yeah, go ahead, Ken.
Oh, sorry, did I interrupt you, Callum?
No, you first.
I just wanted to cast Locate Object to see if I can find my direwolf tooth that I gifted Gorecleaver back in the day.
Cool. Roll a percentile. It's a big fucking city.
Oh, dang. Okay, fine. Oh, it's not terrible. 70.
70, you cast locate object as you're kind of like a few drinks in, staggering around. You unfortunately don't manage to find it in the time that locate object is up.
Okay, that's fine.
I want to keep an ear out for conversations to anything that might suggest that there's been a whatever the fuck flubber is attacking a village or a city, because I know that him and 2 people started wandering around.
Cool.
Oh,
And
God,
that
yeah.
sounds
I mean,
bad.
we're kind of in a soundproof room. I don't know what you'd hear.
I assume at some point I would let the door down. So
Yeah. As you listen around, you
It's not whether you'd let it down, it's whether Garv would not put it instantly back up.
well, we got to get drinks.
True.
yeah, so even like on a drinks run or going to the toilet or whatever, you
Yeah.
listen out. most of the conversations in here are happening in Dwarvish. And anything you
You
pick
don't
up,
understand?
you don't overhear anything about any attacks in the city or the like.
That's probably good.
Good
I
news.
feel like they'd be screaming. Right. Yeah. Do we have like a place to stay here? Because I'm getting to that point where my body.
I've got a place here, haven't I, Dan?
Yeah, River's sorting it.
River's got a place. Yeah, you've got a place because you're that background feature, which was in the the Feywild place.
So yeah, I've got a room we can sort of all camp up in.
So, oh, we're going back there. Yeah, that's fine. That'll be fun.
Is that
Yeah,
fine?
makes sense.
I sleep on the floor like most nights, so whatever.
Could just go to that place where everyone was boning and just hang out there.
Oh, that was good.
Yeah, we could just sleep there.
Yeah. Although like, you might not. You know.
Who's gonna like? Oh
You
yeah.
might wake up with something you're not expecting.
I think I'm prepared for that. I think I'm ready.
Oh, well, if you're down for that,
Yeah,
yeah,
fuck
let's
it.
let's go.
Just, would you do it? I don't want.
What do you mean? Would I do it?
Would you? I don't know. Would you make it so I wake up with something unexpected, or
No. What?
Well, it's like I don't know. I like our relationship. I don't want to make it weird.
I don't know what you're asking.
Are you gonna put
What's
your
happening?
balls on my face
No.
if I go to sleep in the streets?
No, I'll try and protect you
Oh, thanks.
from balls, my own or otherwise.
That's all I wanted to hear.
Was that not in the contract?
No, I left that bit open. I didn't know how we'd go.
Yeah, River, is it alright if we do go to that room? Sleeping on the floor in the brothel district is not my cup of tea.
Yeah,
Hey,
that's fine.
Sarthis, you gonna go? No, that was Tortuga. Where was it where you made a lady of the night friend?
Oh, that was somewhere in the past. I've moved on.
Fair enough.
That was here in the Fey
or
district, wasn't
Tortuga?
it?
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna
We'll,
get back
we'll
to that
never
district.
know what Annie was going to ask us.
Was it?
He's gone.
Oh,
Oh.
Should drop back in.
yeah. She'll be back eventually.
She'll find a way home.
You guys.
Neb just wanders off blackout drunk.
You guys do also have the HMS flagship as well for a place to stay, or there are many.
If we don't know where the
inns.
Sea Raider is, we don't know where the attraction is.
There
We
are
don't know where anything is.
many inns throughout the city.
Cool.
So
Not dead. Fuara at this point is pissed enough to not really care, so just wherever someone takes him, I guess.
Yeah, I want to go to that Feywild district where everyone was boning, where I had that three-way with a fawn and someone else.
Nice.
yeah, so you
forgot
all
that was it.
go into the scroll up to it, the Court of Cellaritis. You go through, you see the familiar streets covered in various flora and fauna, and you see flowers blooming on the sides of buildings, vines underfoot and crawling up these tall buildings as well. And you come to the very narrow building wedged between two others that you know leads through to the Escapades into Bliss, where River's room is paid for, and there is only one bed, but you could certainly all fit in there.
In the bed?
In the room.
What, even Garth?
Well, yeah, well, Garth could sleep on the floor, probably,
Yeah.
but
And then people just have to sleep on top of Garb.
Yeah.
it's like a tile.
Like a mattress.
Stella's under you, and it's like the Princess and the Pea.
I
River,
can't get comfortable. Stella's like.
River,
Don't roll
I'm
over.
sharing the bed with you. Captain's orders.
Okay.
We'll top and tail,
That's
it'll be
fine.
fine.
Yeah, no, you don't need to do that.
Oh, okay, let's do it. Fine.
Oh, we're getting weird tonight.
Now we. Then again, I do like to perform.
I
No,
wouldn't
no,
like to
you
get
wanna-
scratched by Poirot's toenails.
No,
I mean, one of
yeah,
them
but
would,
which of
yes.
us has the more scratchy talons? Is the real question.
Probably your wooden one.
Oh yeah, my wooden one's bad. Nah,
I
can
regularly
pop that
dream
up.
about eating birds, so watch yourself.
Oh yeah,
Whoa.
it's fine. I'll follow
And
your
chasing
really.
butterflies.
answer. Yeah,
You're welcome to share a bed with me, Captain.
thank you. I appreciate it.
Watch out you don't end up in her mouth.
Hey. I'll try my best.
So as you all go through into this smaller building, you see the desk there with the various pixie kind of bouncers that are there. After they check River's nail for this, you walk on through that portal, and all of you get that weird kind of feeling wash over you again as you step out onto this again
Oh, hang on.
large.
4 hour doesn't come with. he remembers what this door did last time.
Okay, cool.
It made him a leg. He's like, no, I'll find somewhere else. Enjoy your night.
Cool. So as you all kind of go through, you see this stretching, beautiful lawn in front of you, and then right on the edge of it, this overgrown, wild forest that seems to be underneath this ever-dusk sky. Beautiful oranges, pinks, and purples thrown throughout, and you can see very fancy people here, kind of some lazing against the bar, some just sat on tables, and you all managed to get your night's rest.
Excellent.
And you just anywhere else?
No, I find somewhere I can buy a drink enough until I know I'm at blackout period, and let the night deal with itself.
Cool. Let me tell me what district you want to sleep in at least.
no.
I mean, I'd get to the point in this district, so I'm
Cool.
closer to everyone.
Yeah.
I don't want another wooden leg, Dan. He'd be afraid of that door.
Fair enough. Yeah, you yeah, make a con save. Just see how
Oh,
you
God.
get.
Pretty good, honestly. That's an 18.
Nice. So yeah, I'd say you managed to like make it to an actual inn or place you could stay. You make it to you're kind of like waiting outside, thinking, oh, where can I go? Like pretty drunk, and then you remember that just a couple doors down is Duskwood Unto the Slumbering Hills, the place designed to send you off to sleep.
Yeah, with the furbolgs are there, aren't
with-
they?
Yeah, the one furbolg that gave one of you a massage.
Oh, I'm getting that guy.
Yeah, you go in, you manage to get a room. We'll say it costs like 3 gold for the room, and an extra 2 if you want a massage that sends you off to sleep.
Done. That's
Um,
perfect roundabout.
And yeah, you all eventually wake up in the morning, sans Foiro in the actual Feywild, and you all reconvene in the kind of main thoroughfare of the Court of Serolitis district. And the day is yours.
Great. Let's. Well, before this hangover properly kicks in, I'm going to go sort out ship admin. If anyone wants to come with.
Yeah, I'll come with.
There you go.
Ugh.
What kind of ship admin?
Oh no, I slept great.
We need to
think-
sell one.
We need to sell
Oh, yeah.
one and get the other one repaired, and
Yeah, good point.
figure out how long that's going to take.
You've got about, I'd say, it was a week, so you've got about 6-7 more days until it's done.
Cool. There you go. You got 6 or 7 days. Yeah, I'm going to go do that, and then probably shop. I don't know. I've got an idea.
Oh, we got like 6 or 7 days.
We've got like the better part of a week to just do what we want.
Oh, I think I'm just gonna stay here for a day then.
Yeah, I can. We can put through one of your holiday days.
Yeah, I think Garv would just stay in this that fairy place and just that fey place for a day and just
Doink thing.
just chill.
Yeah, so you Quasi just it's a very relaxing district. There's plenty of amenities there and very
Tea
nice
tree
food.
mask
Yeah,
and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, like properly like.
full body massage.
He's got to like build the rage up, but he also needs to some days just
Yeah.
like go straight hard reset.
Yeah, Fawara will, for flavour, sort out like the repairs of Sea Razor and the improvement, but then also see if you can find a good deal to sell the swag ship.
Cool. As you go back to the swag ship to just kind of like check in, because obviously that's where the crew are staying, or some of the crew are staying at the moment as well. Anyway, would anyone be going with Faro back to the swag ship?
Possibly, yeah. I'd probably want to help out with admin.
Yeah, I can't think of anything that Scythus needs to do, so if the captain wanted a hand, then yeah, I would. Otherwise, I'd probably stick with Garv. So,
Anyone is welcome to stay and chill with Garv as well if they want. Just have a.
I think never chill to be fun.
Team Scary's day off.
Team Scary
Garvin
goes
them's
soft,
day
but
off.
it's only for one
yeah,
day.
so for a second thinks about staying, looks from Garv to Nem, and is like, yeah, you know, I'm going to go with the captain. Catch you later.
Right, thank God they're
I,
gone. Now we can be nice again.
Okay, Garth, it's time to party.
we all leave and like you take a second and instantly start making out, just like, oh thank God we can be ourselves.
No!
Oh god.
Let's find some more of that. Those drugs we took.
Mushroom powder.
Yeah.
Oh wait, which ones?
Yeah.
Yeah, come on, dude.
So as you walk,
We got some of that fun powder. I need some of that in my life.
you can see as you kind of like walk down the docks as HMS flagship is there, and you can see a group of 3 people stood in front of it. You see as Hickory and Clash are to either side of this very rotund dwarven gentleman. He seems to have this braided black beard that goes right down kind of like to his crotch. Completely shaved of head, has like a couple of like nose rings in and a few other piercings dotted around his face. He's got his arms crossed there, and he's kind of like stood as if he's like inspecting the ship. And you see his Hickory's kind of going through notes and talking, and as you approach, you see his Clash kind of notices you and goes, "Oh, actually, matter of fact, our captain's here right now. Captain Foiro, this here is Captain Barracour.
Barracour, pleasure to make your acquaintance.
He sees he kind of turns to goes, right lad. He kind of offers his hand up and shakes it. Quite a firm handshake, and he says, here you're selling this hell ship.
Oh, sadly, yes. What a beauty it's been. It's certainly seen us well. But, time to move forward, as some say. Beautiful start-up ship. Wonderful. Not too many miles on it. Looks a bit rougher around the edges, but, a quick sorting out.
Hey, she's beat to fuck.
She's beat to fuck, but she took on half an armada by herself.
Right, sure she did.
She'll see you live through a tough spot, I'll tell you that for true.
As this conversation's going on, Scythus is going to walk up to sort of just behind Poirot's left shoulder and just sort of start dusting off his coat a little bit and casting Enhance Ability at the same time.
Cool.
Giving him Eagle's Splendor. So you get advantage on charisma checks, Jimby.
Oh, thank you so much.
You see as he kind of...
Fun.
Would you like to be blessed on that as well, Captain?
I would certainly not say no, thank you.
Cool. Yeah, I say you'd be able to cast this as but just before Poirot walks up.
This is exactly what Poirot does best. Let's sell some shit.
Sell some shit.
Hey. Hey-o.
So you see as he's kind of like, he's looking over the ship and goes, right, what were you looking for there?
Damn, what's the asking price of a ship?
This type of ship can be built for 10,000 gold brand new.
Yeah. Well, I'd say for the standard of craft you're getting, brand new, I'd put it at a good 10k, but yeah, it's damaged a bit, so you'll need to repair it, and but it's a special ship, so I'll do you a deal. Let's say 8k.
20,000 gold.
You're having a fucking laugh. 8k is going to cost me at least that to fix her up.
You clearly don't know a good repairman. You need to seek out someone else.
You're clearly hurting the head, mate. 3k.
3k?
3k.
For this beauty?
Aye, I'm going to have to spend loads of time fixing her up.
Do you know what it's going to save you from when it is fixed?
Aye,
Christ. Blackbeard himself stepped on this ship and applauded us for it.
Right.
Believe it or not, that one's actually true.
Yeah,
make a persuasion check.
Okay. At advantage?
Yeah, because you've got Eagle Splendor. And you're blessed.
And bless plus D4.
Oh wait, bless is just saving throws and ability check.
Yeah,
not ability check, saving throws and
attacks.
You're right, that was dumb. That was a dumb
Bless
thing to
is
use.
Persuasion?
Yeah.
It's still a 27.
Nice. Kind of looks goes, right, 4k. That's a grand more.
It's like hard but fine.
4k, right.
You've got yourself a disgustingly good deal there, sir.
You see as Hickory goes, oh Captain, we did receive another offer.
Oh, pardon you. Go on.
You see he kind of had his hand out ready and he's like, nah. Hickory kind of like looks at the guy, kind of steps aside with you and goes, there was another one, Captain Tiana. She also offered 4k.
She also, base offered 4k.
She told me to pass that number on to you. She came a couple of hours ago.
Right. No, wait, right. I'm gonna. Apparently, I've got another offer, and it's quite a bit higher than yours. So I'm going to probably go for that.
Make another deception check, I guess, because it's
Still charisma.
Still advantage as well, because
That's still a 26.
Nice. I should be making insight checks with him, really. Not really. You see as he looks kind of taps his foot. There's a couple of seconds as he kind of looks at the ship, looks at you. You kind of hold firm as you're just stood there and kind of don't break. And he kind of looks and goes, right, final offer. 4.5k. And I'll give you a tip that's just been passed my way. bit too far out of my range, out of my reach even.
Deal.
He sees he kind of like puts his hand out, shakes it, goes, right, well, I'll have one of my men bring down the gold, and then
Sounds good. What's your tip?
don't know how far often you get to the southwest, but
Like Somerset or something like that.
your Cornwall's lovely.
Best cider in the land.
Have you heard of the House of Gin? I went Blackbeard a bit there.
A little bit Blackbeard. Right. Gin, I'm aware.
Hey, where the I can't remember. It's kind of a Scottish, a bit like that. There we go. Kind of where the genies hang out.
I'm aware
Well,
of the place.
If you go southern shoreline, well away from where they are, rumour has it, old elven temple, not been touched for hundreds and hundreds of years.
Ooh.
I don't get out that way too often. Been sitting on this for a couple of days now. No one to work it, so do with it what you will.
Thank you so much. Elven Temple. I'm actually gonna. Where's my notebook? I never write shit down. I'm gunning this time. Elven Temple to the southeast.
Yes, so it's on
Southwest.
on a
isn't
map.
it?
He would point
Southwest.
out this bit of land where the House of Gin is. So you know it's on the southern shore, probably around this area.
Near the like foot end of this leg-shaped bit.
Pencil is already gone.
Italy.
It's in Italy. Elven Temple in Italy.
Someone find a portal of the real world.
Isn't that just Rome?
Yeah, you find the Apple of Eden.
Oh shit, nice.
So yeah, while you kind of you lot go down, is there anything in particular Garv and Nem would be doing, or just chilling the fuck out?
Garv would ask Nem, Nem, is there anything you want to do today?
No, thank you. I'm just going to chill out a little bit. I think it's been a very, very long week, I think.
That became entirely incomprehensible.
I think she said
Oh no!
it's been a long week and you want to chill, I think is what I gathered from that.
Yeah, that was what I got.
Yeah. How am I now? Is it okay?
Yeah, you're good.
now.
Yeah, that's good.
Cool.
That
sucks. Okay, cool. Yeah, that's basically just chilling.
Is there like, how does food and drink work here?
Yeah, there's places you can buy it from. Various things. The Feywild district is a lot of fresh fruits and vegetables and very kind of nicely. They're known for having very nice and fancy cuisine.
Cool. I'd probably just like buy a load of food at the beginning of the day, find a nice spot, and just sit down with it and just kind of like sit in the Feywild
We say
district
you buy
somewhere.
like 5 gold worth of food would see you for the day here.
Cool.
As you have this like you and Nem have this rather nice picnic in the middle of the Feywild.
Anyone that walks past and just glare at for a little while, just don't
just
tell anyone.
slowly reach for the axe.
It's just like picking grapes very like carefully off the vine.
So you now have a couple of extra days here, just as the ship's kind of.
Oh, put that money
Yeah,
went straight into the ship account.
I did.
The money indeed gets delivered later that day for you, and as the deed of the ship
Oh,
is
that money.
Yeah, pass it over.
is passed
Oh,
over.
R.I.P. the HMS flagship.
Oh, goodbye.
Oh,
HMS
bye,
flagship.
flagship.
I don't think he's here, but Flaming Killer, if you're ever about, thank you so much for the name of the ship, and
Yeah, thank you.
it served us well. But now we move to greener pastures. I will probably not now, but I guess at some point, like when no one's about, like maybe very early morning when people are telling in, I'll sneak up to the ship, just go to like at the back of it, sort of near the water, and sign my name into it.
Yeah, I'd say easy enough. You're very stealthy, and there's a lot of drunk people in the city. You can quite easily just go up and.
There you go, carve it in.
So yeah, I guess over the next couple of days, is there any?
I've just increased the value by it exponentially over the next few years.
Anything any of you want to do over the next kind of handful of days while the Sea Razor is being upgraded and repaired?
Yes, but I've just found out I'm bleeding quite a bit, so I'll sort that. You guys go ahead.
Sort that.
Cool. That's interesting. Yeah. After just like vibing for the night, I would just probably because the city opens up at night, doesn't it?
Yes, so the city is very much nocturnal.
Yeah. So sorry. Yeah. After like just vibing for the day, probably just suggest to Nem or anyone else who is around if they wanted to go to the water market district.
That sounds delightful. Let's go.
It sounds good. Let's do it.
Let's,
Yeah, you'd definitely be down for that. So you've got a little bit of money to spend.
Yeah, so do I.
So you all go up to this central lighthouse, kind of in the centre of Priangos. You see the various starlights and various auroras that's casting out above it as this kind of cosmic lighthouse of sorts. You see around its base the very large river markets as vendors have started setting up or have already been set up for a few hours, and you can see various boat stores. You see some that are permanent fixtures. You see little mini restaurants kind of that are there as well, and various boat rental places as well for those who need it. It's
If
2
memory
gold.
serves, we're not welcome in the lighthouse.
Something you're not welcome because I believe Mastella and River kind of went and made amends by cleaning up and doing some chores around there. But yeah, that one particular lady certainly had a bad first impression of you guys.
Yeah. Actually, before we get in, I'm gonna just do my strip down and go into the lake, see if there's any more bodies chained under here.
You look
Oh
down.
Yeah.
As you kind of like look down, look around. No, the chain fixtures are still certainly there, but no, there don't seem to be any
I'll
here.
resurface, give everyone the thumbs up, and
Nice.
head over to like one of the boat hirey guys.
Yeah, so it's two gold to hire a boat, or 5 gold if you want someone to also sail you around in it as
give
well.
the 5 gold.
Do we all fit in one?
As always, I'm happy to swim.
You do not all fit.
I'll
in
be
one.
a
Garfield might have
raven if it
one
means
for
there's
himself
more room for people.
with Mastella.
Well, if Scythus is swimming, Nem's in raven form. Would we all
Just the
fit?
three
in
of
one?
Poirot can fly.
If not, I'll just foot out for a second boat. That's
Yeah,
fine.
I'd say you'd be able to fit with Mastella in yours, but with you and a two medium-sized humanoids because the guy ferrying you around.
I'll just foot out for 2 boats. No,
Cool.
no worries. Still not.
Thank you, Garth.
Yeah, no problem. Let's go.
Is this the one with the creepy chain guy?
Pardon?
Is this the one where there's a shop rowed by a creepy chain guy?
No, that
That's
was
in the Devil District.
I believe that was in
They-
the. Oh yes, it was here. It was,
They did have a market stall though.
Yeah, they had
a
a.
guy that's covered in chains.
Yeah, they had a market. stall
Yeah.
Here.
Yeah, you're right.
Um,
Oh yeah, let's go see him. He was great.
He was really cool. I was just really uncomfortable
God.
with him.
Yeah, so you all kind of like sail around, kind of like you describe the person that you want to go and see, and you see as these 2 people who are kind of like pushing your boat along, make your way to this fairly nice, quite deep boat that has this kind of awning over it. You can see stood behind it this muscled figure who has just this myriad of chains just writhing and snaking kind of around his body. You see as you approach, as the chains kind of like retract from where his mouth and where his eyes are, and he kind of looks to you and says, "Greetings."
How's it, mate?
Not bad.
Good. What do you sell again?
I am one of the representatives of Screaming Intent. We work in rather nasty weapons. He kind of eyes up the axe on your back and kind of, you see his eyes kind of, he doesn't recoil at all, but he's like, there's like a look, what you can tell from his eyes is like a look as he looks at the axe.
Ah, don't worry. I found this.
It is a nice weapon.
Thanks. It it is. You're right. Anyway, what kind of weapons do you have?
Well, they can take commissions for certain weapons, but they specialize in things that cut flesh, serrated weapons, bloodthirster kukris, other kind of
Okay.
malicious skin crawlers.
I'm going to stop you right there. What is a bloodthirster kukri?
It works on someone quite effectively on someone much like yourself who does not wear armor.
Right. How much?
For you, we'll call it 300 gold.
Done.
You see as he kind of like as he doesn't really move, but you see as one of the chains kind of like lifts up, goes back behind him, coils around this large like cookery blade, and then brings it forward and hands it to you as another chain kind of goes up and wraps around the coin, taking it into his form. You look at this cookery and it seems like it's made like a normal one. It's quite a nice, like fairly large dagger.
Yeah.
He kind of says to you, Yes, I reckon that I've taken your accent there.
That's right. It has.
If you were to try to cut someone not wearing armor, it would deal a nice little bit of extra damage to them.
Nice.
So this is a +1 dagger, and it deals an extra d4 of slashing damage to anyone you attack not wearing armor.
Cool.
So essentially, the damage doubles, essentially.
Mr. Chain person,
Please, call me Greg.
Greg,
It is short for my devil name.
that's understandable. Bit of a weird question. How do devils feel about other devils? Like, are you friends? Are you mortal enemies? Are you sworn to kill each other on sight? Would you?
May I answer your question with another question?
I mean, I might answer your answer of a question with another question, but we'll see.
How do pirates feel about other pirates?
Yeah, you know what? Fair enough.
Depends on
So
the day.
for those
Precisely.
those-
Pertains to the allegiances.
devils that you aren't happy to see, have you got anything that would do more damage to another devil?
I would have already been chained, enslaved, and bound to the 9 hells if we sold such weapons. It is not looked kindly upon by some of the higher-ups.
What about demons? You got demon killing weapons?
Unfortunately, those despicable things, come under the same bracket as us. Fiends.
That must be pretty unfortunate for you guys.
Some kind of cosmic irony, I think.
Yeah, it's like all humanoids are also like the same as Goliaths. Ugh.
Precisely. Even the lowly halfling.
Quiet down in there, Mastella. Just in my pocket reading a book with a little reading light.
Oh.
No worry, gal.
Just kidding about that humanoid thing. You guys are alright.
Thanks. Oh no, am I humanoid?
I don't know, actually.
I think I am.
You're like not. Are you a mammal?
I'm avian.
Yeah. Like, do you give milk? Are you like?
No.
No.
I came out of an egg.
Please don't put that image in my head.
Oh yeah. Oh.
I came from an egg. Yeah.
Are you cold blooded? What are birds? Are they warm blooded?
I don't know.
Greg, I've got a question.
Am I here, by the way? I assume everyone's here.
Yeah, I should
Yeah.
you hear.
Yeah.
Cool.
You see, he kind of
The bleeding's fine, by the way. Just unexpected.
You see, he looks
That's
across you and
good.
says, "Would any others of you like to purchase something?"
I have one question, one request. Firstly, would you do you know someone who could enchant a pre-existing sword?
Enchant? No, but we could alter if you paid us a visit at Screaming Intent in the Flame District.
Oh yeah, I remember that pace. Okay, thank you. I'll maybe do that. Secondly, there's a kind of weapon I've heard of, and I want. There's a variation on it I've not experienced myself, and I'm wondering if A, if it exists, and B, if you have one. Are there any? Are you aware of this? A weapon called a grudge bearer.
I have seen a couple in my time.
Okay, seen. So you don't have any.
Not on the boat here. I'm not sure if the stocks at Screaming Intent in the Flame District
Fair
have any,
enough.
but
I'll have a check
perhaps.
because if I could get a grudge bearer gun, that'd be pretty nice.
We unfortunately specialize mainly in blades and forged weapons. If you want to go to guns, I suggest one of the many other liberal
I'll have a look, but
Sounds-
thanks.
Yeah, I've got a question, Greg.
Yes.
So you guys, well, I say you guys, you're docked up here in Priangos. You're fairly aligned with pirates, I assume, or is this a neutral venue?
This is the unofficial pirate capital of the world. There are many devil
Fantastic.
pirates.
Excellent. So
Do you think there's a
definitely
Midas
not neutral
embassy
ground.
somewhere?
If you've got any complaints, you can file them with the Midas Embassy in
Like bottles
Priangos.
being thrown at the doors.
It's just, you see that fire?
New building every week.
Days since last incident, 0.
So my question is, devils aren't officially aligned with either pirates or Midas. You're kind of just a, if you pay us, we'll do it kind of group, or is it more everyone for themselves? You've all got the same kind of free will that everyone else does.
A bit of both. Not all devils are made of free will. Often they are made of contracts gone awry and the like. If your soul goes to the lower planes, for example, you could one day end up like me. But
I
no, we.
would love that. I don't know.
There's often things to do with prices, but not all of it's silver and gold, my friend.
I've learned that. Cheers to that.
He kind of inspects the marks on your hand, on your across your body a little bit more after you say that. Doesn't say anything of it.
Yeah, a horrible fencing accident. Not like the sword fighting. I was putting up a fence.
Yeah, I've kept my mouth shut over the past month. What happened?
Yeah, I just said. Terrible fencing accident.
Okay. Because you just wandered off one day with Sciathus and came back like that.
Hey, no, it was nothing to do with me. He wandered off with Mistella.
Oh yeah, it was with Stella.
I don't recall.
I'm sorry, I was drunk then and I'm drunk now.
I think I tripped.
You tripped?
Yeah, I tripped and fell.
No, I'm not going to go
Right.
into it, as long as you don't kill me.
Well, Greg,
You're the
you've been
one
very
person I
insightful,
wouldn't.
but frankly, mate, you give me the fucking willies,
I
so
only wanted a four.
I'm gonna go away.
You see, he kind of like, as you say that, so I think he kind of nods to you and you see the chain seal back over his mouth.
Right. I'm going to pop over to one of these gun nuts then.
Yeah.
So, are you looking for a newsstand, or last time I believe you went to the river market or the riverboat called Gun?
I mean, while we're in the river, I might as well go to Gun.
What I was going to say, instead of a grudge bearer, what you need is a bullet with someone's name on it.
I have that. I need a gun to put it in.
with also their name on it.
Yeah. The bullet isn't magic. I just carved a name into it, and I assume it won't do much.
Wait, Captain, I don't understand. You've got a bullet with somebody's name on it and a gun with somebody's name on it. Does that mean that they belong to that person trying to repair?
They do, in the sense that I'm going to put the bullet inside them.
That
At quite
again,
a high velocity.
At a fast velocity, probably into the brain.
I mean, I'll say to you what I said to Reza. Just make sure you ask the other person first.
Will not.
That's not usually how a gunfight works. Like.
Yeah, I'll be honest with you.
Oh, do
Hey,
you mind
hey,
if I
hey,
shoot you real quick?
I will. I put it in my notes that I should do that.
You know, if someone's about to shoot you, you can just say no. They can't do anything. It's against the law.
Power word no. Think I get that in a couple of months.
Power word, nope.
Is there anywhere in the market that looks like it's just selling rando magic items?
Yes. So as you kind of like go around and begin kind of looking for that, as you guys begin splitting off the various stands, you, Fuaro, first of all, you find the gun stand that just says gun kind of above it on this awning. You see this wizard gentleman in long robes, blue robes there, human man, clean shaven, kind of like messy kind of brown hair, kind of looks at you and says, "Hello, yes, welcome to Gun.
Hello, thank you.
Make sure you stop off at Book later."
I might. I'm not a reader, but we've just got a library in our boat. It's full of books. Books, sorry. I need to keep the accent going. Anyway, wondering, do you have a grudge bearer in the form of a gun? And if not, do you know if they actually exist, or am I...
Well, they certainly exist.
Oh, thank
because
God.
I'm pretty sure everything on the Dungeoneers Pack page, go and follow it, exists. In
Dungeoneers Pack? Do you mean at Dungeoneers_Pack on
I do.
Instagram?
You've heard of them.
I have. It's a great website with different things for DMs to help them make their games better. Anyway.
Yeah, so one second, you see as he kind of like goes down, and you can see like over the low like barrier of this boat as he opens up what would be a compartment into the sea below, but you see as he reaches down and it's clearly some extra dimensional space. Yay. Kind of roots around, he kind of pulls out a gun and goes, "No, wait, not that one." He pulls out like a long, thin, kind of like single shot one of this dark iron. It's got this kind of white stained wood that kind of like runs up as like part of the handle, and you can see the part of the handle is like partially carved, but it looks like it was never finished. Like whatever was going to be carved into the handle was just never completed for whatever reason. So he pulls it up and kind of looks at it, kind of dusts it off and goes, "Yes, this one is indeed a grudge bearer. It used to bear the name of my grudge, but everyone likes me now. So
Hey, nice.
don't need it so much." And also,
I mean, I feel a lot better about you judging me of buying one, honestly. This is
when you've got a simulacrum as well, yeah, you don't really need these. But
true.
yes, play with it if you want. Have a
Thanks. I mean,
you do that. It's a
sort of like blank fire it to see if it goes.
It's a really nice gun. As you fire it, you see it, and you watch it just go flies between like two people's heads as they're like eating this ramen on this like like centralized like ramen restaurant boat. Usually they kind of like look past, didn't really notice anything, and he just goes,
You keep your guns loaded.
I didn't think I did.
Jesus Christ.
Well, no harm, no foul.
No, clearly, I hope not.
Garv comes down the corner. Someone shot me.
Tell no one. How much?
Grudge bearer, given the misfire, I'd happily accept 500 gold.
Deal. Fantastic.
It's yours. Yeah, I've got the grudge bearer stats if you want them, but I suppose you can just go on.
I can go on Dungeoneer_pack on Instagram and find them myself.
You can indeed.
Cool. Sorry.
Oh my god.
I'm so sorry. In which case, I'll do a bit of shopping now, but later I'll take the time to sit down and carve the name Scylla, that demon that actually beat me in a fight. I'll carve her name into it.
Nice.
Oh, we lost Annie again, and
bye, Annie.
Kane is only half a face. There we go.
So, Scythus, you're just looking for general magic items, yeah?
Oh, hang on. Oh no. I thought we had a Gaunties alarm. It's him promoting us. Thanks, Gaunties.
Yeah, that's
Also-
why I gave him 1 trillion nifty points.
Yeah. Also, Flamin, just spotted you're here. We just sadly have sold the HMS Swag ship. Thank you very much for naming it.
Rest in peace.
It served us so well and we loved it, and we will never forget it or the kindness you showed us. So, to you, Flamin.
Cheers to that.
To you, Flamin.
Yeah, there we go. Scythus, yeah, you come across a stand that seems to have like a almost like a tent-like extension almost from it. It kind of hangs out from this awning. You see a lot of the boats here tend to have awnings with various like coloured silks, and you can't see what's inside it until you kind of like go in, and this air of mysticism kind of immediately takes you and anyone else who has come with you to this boat. You see as this space is a little bit bigger in here, and the boat's kind of hit a very small, like 5 foot wide jetty within this tent. You kind of step out, it kind of like leans a little bit, but then stabilizes, and you can see kind of stood behind this counter is this rather tall furbolg woman. You see she's just stood up, kind of like mid-reaching for something off a shelf. You see as she kind of like looks down, kind of like notices you both, kind of like gives you a nod. Grabs this big kind of like mason jar full of this like dark bluish herb, kind of untwists it and just kind of like packs it into a small pipe, puts it back up, and she just sits down. Greetings. You're alright, you two? And anyone else who decided to come?
River's here as well, I believe.
You three?
Hello.
Nem, you here?
Where are we?
Magic item shop.
Random magic item shop.
Oh, yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll be there.
What you smoking?
Just a little something clear up the sinuses. Awful cold. Don't know why middle of summer.
That's weird.
Well, I'm kind of looking for just bags of holding.
Oh, you got a couple.
5 if you've got them,
I got
and
2.
I can afford them. You've got 2? Excellent, that's almost 5.
Usually,
How much are they?
usually they go 500 gold a piece, but if you're buying them both, I'll do them both for 9. 900, not 9.
Would you do them both for 800? As I'm possibly planning on buying something else as well.
You know what? We'll put the 2 bags to the side. We'll talk about what else you want to buy, and we'll circle back around.
I could also get in on the order if we get like a bulk discount.
Well,
Amazing.
let's see what you want, and we'll see what I've got.
The Scythus.
I'm looking for a bottle that I could put a ship in.
Oh, the
Doesn't have to have a ship already in it. Just looking for the bottle to be able to put it in.
Thank God I'm already on the Dungeoneers pack page.
Yep. You're welcome, Daniel.
Let's have a look. You see she kind of stands up again, kind of goes up to this shelf that you kind of can't see in behind. She roots around. You see she slides off this old dusty bottle and she kind of wipes it off. You see it's kind of like...
Why do we keep buying dusty things?
This brown kind of stained dusty bottle as she places it down. You see there's like a rune on where the bottom of a wine bottle would be. There's like this arcane rune there that's currently dull. She kind of like very carefully places it down and says, "You'll need to do a ritual with a ship that you own, but that one should do. Hanging around for a while, never got to buy in a boat myself, so it just sat here on the shelf."
What about this boat?
Oh, would you put a boat like this in a bottle like that?
I wouldn't put any boat in a bottle. That's crazy talk.
With your own. But yes,
It basically just means we can dock up anywhere we want.
Mm-hmm.
It's going to be a bit more convenient.
It's true. We can put the crew in there too.
Yeah, I was going to say, it doesn't mean we have to take the whole crew with us, or none of them.
you just, I wouldn't advise doing that.
What happens?
Creates a
I've got to know.
creates a seal.
Oh,
Yeah. So my brother went.
giant seal.
Oh no, couldn't breathe in there.
Oh, I thought. Okay.
No,
Misunderstood.
giant seal was my sister.
Oh God, your poor family. I'm not here, sorry.
Just the gun guy's like, what?
Sorry, my mind was elsewhere then. Look, is your family alright? Doing okay?
Oh, my family.
Okay, that's a lot to open up.
Oh god.
While we're on the subject of extra-dimensional spaces,
We've got bags of holding, we've got a ship. What's the crack?
yeah, I'm looking for somewhere where I could store. I'm looking for a room in that I could access, that only I could access, but I could access it from anywhere. Something like that.
Oh, that's well above my capabilities, mate. You'll be wanting somewhat a powerful caster for that.
Right. Fair enough. Well, in that case, do you have something that might be able to
Store infinite limes.
not store infinite limes, but say I had
How much
something.
did you want for the bottle, by the way?
Bottle. Standard price is usually 1,800, but again, we'll see what else you want, and maybe I'll see if you are kind with your gold. I'll be kind with my price.
Amazing. So, at the moment, it would have been looking at 2,800 for the two bags and the bottle. Would you do it for 2,005?
Is there anything else that you need from me?
I may do, but I've got a knock at my door in real life.
Nice.
If I was to have something in my hand and I was to chuck it, and then I wanted it back in my hand quite quickly, like an item that could do that.
You'll be wanting a ring of return.
Oh.
I don't have one here, but if you sail off to the other side of the lighthouse, go to Cynthia's hut. She sells mainly jewellery. Tell her that I've got him. Tell her that Imradel sent you.
Imradel, right.
She don't usually sell the magic stuff to just anyone.
Oh, right. Under the counter type business. I'll give her 30 gold pieces for the information.
Thank you very much.
No problem. And I'll start heading over there.
Nice. We'll. Oh, and just as I was about to say, when Cyathus is back, he comes back.
Hey.
How about that?
Nice.
Hey, sorry about that. Right. What are we buying from this woman?
So Garv has just inquired about a ring, and she's told him a place where he can go to pick up one. Nothing
Right.
else has been bought or potentially bought yet.
Did anybody else want to buy anything that we can chip into the pot?
Yeah, I potentially have two questions. One of them's a bit of a long shot. Necklace of prayer beads. Any idea how I can get one of those if not here?
Oh Christ! Hang on, let me have a look at my DMG.
Good
Okay.
Christ.
Oh, Moradin.
It's set in
Sorry.
Brian Singer's canon that Christ is the equivalent of like, you know, in like old time you'd have to connect people, the operator. That's who Christ is, but for the gods.
He's a switchboard operator of the gods.
Yeah. So when everyone says,
Excellent.
"Oh Christ," that's them just like getting in touch with him before they decide which god they need.
Jesus Christ, how can I
Amazing.
connect your
I
car?
love that.
I don't really dabble with the holy. What god would you want it associated to?
Oh God, I actually can't remember. How can I not remember that? Help.
Saloon.
Saloon, thank you. My brain just completely went then. It's not like it's a whole character.
Cowboy pub.
Yeah, that'll be Saloon.
Well, you'll be wanting a bit of an holy person, and you're in luck. That lighthouse in the middle, temple to Saloon and Celestian.
Okay, I'll head on in. And one other. I can't remember the name right now. It's like a broom of flying. I think it is.
But I mainly dabble in like smaller stuff. If you want a broom, oh no, I don't actually know.
That's
Sorry,
right.
no.
I was more just looking for information. Sorry, I don't think I'm going to be buying anything here, Scyther. Sorry.
No worries. That's fine. I don't suppose you'd be the right person, maybe, but diamonds. I'm also looking for diamonds.
Where I've just sent your friend to, Cynthia, Jula, she'll be able to sort you out.
Fantastic. That makes a lot of sense. Right. So 2 bags of holding and a bottle I can put a ship in. 2,500.
Make a persuasion check.
Can I cast guidance on myself?
Yeah, sure.
You can always cast guidance on yourself.
Guidance is the best cantrip.
It really
It's
is.
more just whether or not she gets a little bit funny about me obviously casting a spell on myself.
She seems to be quite chill as she is a little bit high at the minute on this medicinal herb.
CBD, yeah.
Amazing. Right, that is a dirty 20.
Filthy.
Nice. You see, she kind of like ponders it.
Right.
Goes,
20.
2,500 it is. You got yourself a deal, mate.
Fantastic. That is me completely wiped of gold bar 12.
A thing I've just found that maybe you can help me with, Dan.
Yeah.
I don't ever use this notebook, and I need 2 more. I've just found a single note in one of the back pages that just says, "Fames. Find blue orcs who ate his horse."
Oh yeah, he used to own 2
Yeah.
ponies, and he told you he used to have a Clip Clop, and I think it was Maple.
Click clap.
Maple.
Yeah, his other pony was he was once beat up, and his other pony was taken by a gang of blue orcs.
There we go.
Yeah.
Can we do that?
I found the
Yeah,
quest
we
hook
can.
we've been seeking.
Excellent.
Would that
Right,
have happened around here, Dan?
Oh, sorry.
I said, would that have happened around here? Is this? I can't remember where we picked him up.
You picked him up in.
You picked him up in
You picked
Tortuga,
him up in
yeah.
Tortuga, yeah. Of all places.
Okay.
God, he must be so grateful that we saved him from there.
That's where it
Yeah,
happened.
man.
He was like a crime lord in Tortuga.
He just passed on his lime-based crime syndicate.
I always wondered about the green Dora.
Dan, what do these 2 bags of holding look like? Are they distinctly different or exactly the same?
One's kind of like a black leather. It seems to have a bit more kind of wear and tear on it. You can see where the kind of like knapsack folds over. It's like a single flap that has like a not engraving. What would it be called in leather?
Emboss.
Yeah, like an
Embroidered.
Embroidery.
Embroidered.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Embroidery.
Yeah, so you see it's got like a embroidered kind of image of a ship kind of across the front, which like then lifts up into the actual bag itself. And then the other one seems to be a much more simpler design, kind of just brown kind of burlap that opens and has like a drawstring rather than an actual kind of like flap and fastener. And it has like quite nice red trimmed thread, but nothing like designed on it.
We don't have any
Nice
name
one.
rats.
I'll keep the simple one for myself and I'll give Garv the black one.
Well, thank you. Bag of holding. I'll start putting all my weapons in there.
And your line. Your shorelines.
If only.
Yeah.
I'm going back to that fucking Illuminati temple and just filling it.
Just scooping up.
Yeah, to this jeweler's.
I can't wait for it to turn out that the Illuminati are like the big bads at the very end of the whole campaign.
Yeah. Limey limes was just a pawn.
Sorry, one sec.
That's all
No
good.
worries. You take your time.
So you, Poirot, you'd see as these guys kind of come out of of this kind of like purplish tent on their boats as you kind of have just picked up this gun, and you can
I'll flap over to him.
flap on over. You go across to the other side of the lake and you see this rather nice. The roof of this kind of the cover of this is kind of like a pagoda style roof, and you see as it has, rather than lanterns, like these nice like little crystals and jewels and like various like baubles kind of like hanging around. You see there's a lot of like glass work here, and you can see the counter itself is like a jewelry case, and you can see there's various rings and necklaces there as well, and a couple of gems, and you can see this human, maybe mid-40s blonde woman, kind of braided on either side, wearing fairly simple plain clothes, kind of just kind of leaning on the counter, kind of looks a little bit bored. Maybe it's been like a quiet night for her.
What's the last lady called again?
The last lady was called.
I was like, I won't write it down because I'll remember.
It was called. She was called Imradel.
Riddell.
That was the Furbolg.
Hi, how's it? I've been suggested to come to your store by Imradil. She suggested you might have a ring I'd be quite interested in buying.
Hello. It is yes. Nice to meet you. Glad you know of Imradel. She's a good friend. Well, yes. What kind of I don't have a lot of magic rings, but what do you?
Well, she said you might have a ring of return.
That I do. You see as she kind of like opens the cabinet, you see as she kind of like picks out this ring near the front. It's a fairly plain silver band that has these kind of arcane blue gems kind of around it.
Nice.
She kind of pulls it out, kind of very delicately handles it. Doesn't hand it to you, but holds it and like rotates it so you can see it on each side. It will grow for a finger, but
I'd hope so.
it would require you to mentally attune to it.
Nice.
But anything thrown with the hand would it would return.
How quickly does it return?
Probably at the end of your return.
Nice. How much would that set me back?
Oh, this one, 1,000 gold pieces.
Cool. I also think we're after some diamonds.
Oh, I've got small diamonds, pouches, large diamond dust.
Looking for diamonds worth about 500 gold a piece or so.
500? I thought it was 50.
It's 300 for Revivify.
300?
That's
Yeah.
the one then, I would have
Yeah.
said.
We have a. I think she kind of like places the ring back in the case momentarily. Kind of goes to a side component. Says, "I've got the." She's got French a bit there. 2, 1, 2. This one, 350. This one, 500. You see, they're fairly decently sized. You see, the 350 one's a bit worse of a cut, but it's still a diamond.
I'll give you 1,800 for all 3 items.
Dan doing maths. Make a persuasion check.
8.
See, she kind of like takes the diamonds back and goes, "Oh, sorry, these are quite precious.
I'll pay the full price then,
Thank you."
which is 1,850, I believe.
She moves the diamonds over to you, and then goes back in, pulls out the ring, and hands you this small ring of return.
Cool.
Do you know someone who'd be good at enchanting a sword?
You could try Bacardius. He runs both book and gun. Other than that, I don't really see any mages around.
Oh, was that the same shop? Did
Uh,
I ask him? I don't know if I asked him.
No, you interacted with him last time. It's one of them's a wizard, one of them's a simulacrum, and they run the shops book and gun. One sells books, one sells guns.
Oh my god. I guess I'll go to book, because that'll be less embarrassing if it's that.
Cool.
I want books. Who wants to come to book with me? Yeah, I mean, dear.
Scythus.
Hello.
Here's 2 diamonds. If I die, try and bring me back.
Yeah, no worries. Thank you very much.
Not like as anything else though. I want to be Garv still. I know you can't do that right now, but maybe at later levels you'll be able to bring me back into a different body, and I don't want that.
I'll
just
be
giving
honest
that-
with you, I've never brought anyone back to their original body. I'm bringing them back to a different one. That's far beyond my level of comprehension. But
Well-
I'll keep it in mind for if it ever... Oh, that's a lot to think about.
Yeah,
Thank you for the diamonds.
that's right.
Yeah, you fly on over to the book. You see, it's again it's the exact same like style of boat, and where it just says gun, it instead says book.
Cool.
You can see there's like a couple of shelves in behind him on this like back to the boat that's been built, and you see the exact same wizard, the gentleman Bacardius. As he looks at you and just says, "Greetings.
Hello.
How are you?"
Doing well. How are you?
Yes, not bad.
Wonderful. I've been sent your way, in the hopes that you may either be able to or be able to guide me towards someone who can enchant a sword.
You're looking at him.
Wonderful. You're the man who can help.
What do you need?
Uh,
Kind of leans on the counter, kind of.
in short, and I draw wing, the sword Mr. made. I wanna make this a bit more magical. I have an idea, and in layman's terms, I would like it to be able to cast Compel Jewel on people.
Okay. I don't actually know that spell.
I need it. Yeah. That's...
You'd need someone who knows that spell to assist with it, but
Cool.
I certainly have the enchanting power.
I know someone who might know it. Do they need to do the enchantment, or do you just need them there?
They don't need to enchant it per se, but they do need to be casting a spell into it.
Okay, so you could do it if I had them nearby.
Of course.
Wonderful. I'll stick my head out like, River, can I borrow
Yes, Captain?
you? I
What
need
do you
your
need?
magic.
Okay, I've got magic, Captain.
I need it. Can you come here, please?
Yeah, I row over.
Cool. I explain what's happening to you.
Mm-hmm. I've got compelled duel. I can do that.
Wonderful. Yeah, I basically just want a sword that does that to people.
Mm-hmm.
Just look at the spell. Well, I'd knock it off the price, being that you'd have to stay with. He looks at you two, River. That you'd have to stay with me for a better part of an afternoon.
I'll pay you.
We've got time.
I'll pay you enough to cover your time.
You don't need to do that at all.
Right. Then I won't. Thank you.
No
I
worries.
will grab anything you need in the period that you're casting it.
We
Thank you.
put it at that enchanting the day. Well, tell you what. I'll put it at 900 gold, 450 now as like a holder, and then once fully enchanted, the other 450.
Yeah, deal.
Nice. Well, if you'd like to leave your blade with me, does a particular time work for you? Was it River?
Yes, River.
Good.
I think I'm free pretty much all day. I just wanted to pop to the temple first, and then possibly see when you're done working
Oh,
or whatever.
I get off work at about 4 a.m.
What?
Nocturnal City.
Oh, of course, yeah. Okay, yeah, perfect.
Brilliant. Yeah. Well, if you leave your sword with her or leave your sword with me.
Yeah, cool. I'll bring it back when River comes back, if that's all right.
Gotcha.
You know, man of my stature, you never know when someone's going to jump you in the street.
Of course. Of course.
I'm well renowned. Gotta have enemies, you know.
Good. And
Anyway,
well-renowned man has a well-renowned sword.
indeed.
Mm.
It's already got a name. It just
Oh.
needs a kink.
Nice gun, by the way.
Thank you. Do you share minds?
No, we don't.
Okay.
I just know the stock that we.
Oh yeah, he told me that like 20 minutes ago.
Nice.
Yeah.
Very good.
Thanks.
It's working.
Right, River, run. Before I just bolts from the shop.
Cool. Anything else anyone's looking for shopping-wise? No.
No, apart from popping my head in at the temple to see if they could do the necklace, which I know is a bit of a long shot, Dan. So don't worry if you want to sort that out of session.
As you pop your head into the temple, as you kind of like look, as you look in, you see. Where do I have it?
We probably shouldn't go there.
I'm not.
Yeah. I probably won't. We left bodies here last time.
You did.
Yeah,
yes, you
me
dragged
and
in a body
me and
left
Mistella
it
went back
there.
and cleared it up.
Yeah. I'll wait outside, I think.
So as you go into this temple, you see as the same older woman is kind of there. The priestess kind of looks up. She kind of goes, Oh, good evening. Good. Wait a minute. I recognise you. It's been a couple of months, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's been a while.
No corpses with you this time, I see.
Nope.
I would probably be.
No, I
here
don't
too.
make a habit of it.
Yeah, we're saying Mostella's here potentially. What? You see, she kind of closes the book she was reading. What can we do for you?
Well, I was hoping to get my hand on a necklace of prayer beads.
Well, perhaps we have the facility to make such things.
Mm-hmm.
Would there be something we could do for you to perhaps make you more willing to give it to us?
It
Mhm.
wouldn't be me, but the head of this temple. But yes, there is a little something. Rumor has it that and I hate to even say the name. What do you know of the goddess Shah?
Ooh, name rings a bell, Dan, but you might need to lord up
just
something.
you being someone who worships Saloon, both Marcella and you, River. Shah is the enemy of Saloon, the sister and enemy. She's the goddess of darkness. She's evil, and the worshippers of Saloon and Shah more often come to blows than not.
Yeah. Yeah. Obviously, a name I'm familiar with.
There's been rumours of somebody killing acolytes to Saloon. We assume it's a Shah disciple.
Mm-hmm.
In a town. If you were to check in, come back with anything, we could have this built for you by then, provided there are results. We would hand it over.
Okay. How would I prove those results?
You're a woman who worships the same goddess as I. I would trust your word, despite the previous infractions upon this temple.
Yes. Okay. Well, I'll be back with my word as soon as I can.
You want to be headed to Brackenheim. That's where the latest batch have died.
Brackenheim.
That's
Do I know where that is in relation to where we are?
That sounds really familiar.
Yeah.
It's near. It's quite close to Reef. It's one of the. It's the nearest town to Reef, essentially.
There's something else we have to do there as well, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah,
You were told.
Brackenheim is really ringing a bell.
You were told one of your old friends retired in Brackenheim.
Yeah, that was it.
It's not on this map, is it?
It
Are you not wanting to
It
go
is
there, Garth?
That massive land right at the south.
No, River,
This? Brackenheim, there it is.
I want to go there.
Does Brackenheim sound really familiar to me from a conversation I've had with someone recently, Dan?
No, there's nothing that's said like that you've been told is there. I know we definitely spoke about it, just because it's kind of near or on the way to Reef.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't think there's anything else that you guys have found out about it.
The fact that it's really ringing a bell with all of us either means, there's something we need to do there, or it's something from pop culture we all know and we've just forgotten.
Yeah.
Definitely not from pop culture, but yeah, Garth does have a thing there, I think.
Grego.
Go there and kill Grego.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah.
I've got something in people Greg.
Well, he's not called Greg, he's called Grego.
True.
The Red Orc in Bracken.
Grego, Gregin,
Yeah.
Gremlin, they're all
He,
different.
he left me behind to be captured by Midas.
What a bitch.
Yeah,
Okay.
I'll help you kill him.
thanks.
Well, I'll choose to relay that information to the party when we get back together. That's the destination I'd like to go to, and we can debate if you're not keen, Garth.
If there's no more shopping, we could say you guys kind of reconvene.
Cool. Go sort out what we need to do to get this sword enchanted, but past that.
Yeah, so it's just the evening and the cost, essentially, and it would work. Yep.
One last thing
Cool.
I'd look for is a ring of protection as well.
Cool.
But that's probably a hard one to find, I imagine.
Let's see. Make an investigation check as you kind of search the stands for this last ring.
Oh, that's
Ooh,
not bad.
very good.
21.
Yeah, I'd say you managed to find a ring of protection.
Cool.
And
How much?
very nice.
Why?
As you approach the stand, you see this mustached man. Hello.
Banana hammock.
Very nice.
I like your men keenly, mate.
There's a shop here around.
It
by
was
the
made
pond.
by my wife.
Nat.
I'd say you'd be able to get a ring of protection for 900 gold.
Wow, that really rounds down my gold nicely. So, yeah.
I don't know what it does.
I'll take
Yeah,
that
that's
one.
attunement, +1 AC, +1 saving throws.
Cool.
I believe that's all your attunement slots now as well.
It was if I'm going to be the one to wear the ring of protection.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, you all kind of reconvene. You see as the most of your crew, being that they now don't have a ship to stay on, would tell you that they are staying at the Sorrows of the Drowned on the docks.
Just the whole crew are.
Not all of them, but majority are just kind of like staying there just because it's near to port and they know that they'll need to be ready when the ship's kind of...
But if you let me know the cost, I'll basically pay everyone's accommodation while we're about.
You already technically have with their wages and bonuses, but I can
This
I can work
on
that
top.
out. I can work that out afterwards.
Because that's the hard-earned money. This isn't an expenses.
This is a tax write-off.
Yeah, this is a tax write-off. They shouldn't have to pay for selling the ship.
I don't know how much. We'll say just 50 gold for all the ones that are staying there.
Together.
As you go,
No.
as you go back in, you see as Hickory kind of like
Sorry, that was really aggressive for no reason.
Both
Oh, God.
Hickory and Asher, as you kind of like you see this, they're all kind of like a couple of cups in. Both of them kind of like get up to go to talk to you, and then Asher kind of gestures to Hickory to go first. You see as he pulls out a bit of paper from his pocket.
Oh my God! If there's another foot in there, I'm going to be unhappy.
I don't know if it would fit, but the clowns asked me to pass this to you.
Oh, so I really panicked when you said the clowns, forgetting there were people we hired. Okay, this is. You have some. Oh fucking hell. Yep.
Easy.
Not good then.
That doesn't sound good.
Oh no.
You see as then Hickory also hands you a pouch of 1,000 gold.
Oh god.
Oh,
They've gone.
bad news, guys. We've lost Wisp and Mischief.
What's happened?
Oh no.
It word travelled to Lady Kasana that I'm friends with people in Midas, and it's bad business for them to know that, so they've left.
That's a huge rip.
That's a huge rip.
Dang.
They've been pulled back by Lady Kaisana.
So let me just get that correct. Your affiliations with Midas have lost us to crew.
Yep. Grim.
Excellent. Right.
Rumours
It's
travel.
kind of ironic, really.
Yeah, that's a bad sign.
You see as that
That's not wonderful.
after Hickory kind of sits down, you see as Asher then says, I, on the other hand, might have some better news for you, Captain.
Good, I could use it. 1,000 gold they gave me.
Yeah, which is, I worked out, and that was their exact wages you paid to them, which is a nice round number. Yeah.
Fair enough. You can put that in the ship fund. Go on.
Ship's looking alright now.
It has been a while. You see, as Asher kind of gathers you all around. It's been a while since
Yeah.
we've hit anyone. Shall we
Smuggled.
say.
Oh,
Yes.
okay, yeah.
You see, as the crew kind of were all kind of like a bit excited. We were in Midas territory for a long time, so I didn't get to do what I did best. But I've tried to impress on this one. So, there are 3 ships that I'm aware of.
Okay.
Through my contacts.
In the world? Oh, okay.
In the world, yes. Just 3. 2 more we need to get. And you sold one. And you just sold one of them.
Yeah, oh no, keep eyes on that one.
Yes. Oh, gosh, I know where one of them is.
There's one travelling from Tortuga to Eysterholm. It's carrying fine silks, cloth tapestries, probably the easier of the targets. Won't get as much, but people tend to overlook the cost of decoration. So,
Carrying silk.
yes, silk and cloth tapestries. Name of Windbane.
We need some string so I can map these all out.
That would be sick.
Yeah.
We could probably need to leave in around 3 days or so. Possibly now if we wanted to get there ahead of time.
Yeah, we're overrunning because our ship's in repairs, so that one might not work.
Actually, I wrote these days down, which was meant to be after the ship's done, because none of these, you wouldn't be able to go and get any of these else.
Oh, okay.
After the ship's done, we need to leave either immediately or 3 days after.
Okay.
There's another one, name of the Scheming Sails. carrying jewels. It's a much smaller shipment, so it wouldn't take up as much of our cargo. Maybe I'll get a bit more depending on what kind of jewellery they're taking. They're travelling from Eysterholm to Tortuga. We'd need to leave either as soon as the ship's done or about 5 days after. Now, I know that we're people of ambition, and I know that you're a man of ambition, so I didn't want to come up short on
I think you're
this.
thinking what I'm thinking, but go on.
No, I've got two things, one of which you are thinking and one of which you're not. There's a third ship
The Skuntnuggler.
called the Tide of Terror.
Let's wait that's when we're lords.
It's already left where it's going. It's going from Titan's Cradle to Priangos, so luckily it's coming here, and we can cut them off in the choke. Which is, the choke is that kind of
my
narrow.
God.
Now that we'd have to wait a little bit longer. It's very well defensive, and carries a cache of something that we could either sell, use, or a little bit of both, as it's taking potions to this fine city.
Potions.
Ooh.
The other idea, there is a wonderful half-a-day period where both Windbane and the scheming sails will be passing through roughly the same area of water if we were to leave as soon as the ship is ready, and to get there in time, provided the weather's good, we could hit both within the same day.
Oh, I like that idea.
You see, as he kind of
Sounds
leans
good.
back, proud of himself, and says, I wanted to impress
You
with
have
this
done.
one."
You've certainly impressed. Here's the real question, though, because they're all heading in certain directions. There's a nice choke point here. How long would we be hanging out if we wanted to hit all three on one voyage?
Certainly a possibility, although what I will say is that the one carrying the potions is rather well guarded. So if we don't take too big a hit from that one, potential.
We'd hit that one first, wouldn't we?
Yes, is that one coming to us?
Okay. You've done very well for yourself. Thank you for that. We've got a few days to have a think, and we'll do just that.
Indeed.
Good
Can
work,
I
good work.
insight check Asher to see if there's anything they're
Yeah, go
feeling
for it.
shifty about?
I'll do the same.
I fucking can't.
I have reason to. Mine's a filthy 20.
Cool, inside.
Mine's like 8. I rolled a 4, so I'm not going to look at my character sheet.
Cool. Scythus, you don't really read much of Asher, but Fuaro, you can see that he's pretty happy with himself that he's managed to bring this to you, and the idea of hitting all three, you think the reason why he's certainly given you these more enticing or dangerous propositions is because he knows that whatever you get of this ship, he's going to get a bit of a cut anyway. So there doesn't seem to be anything nefarious about it other than obviously his own greed and the want to impress.
Okay.
Yeah, he gets like a 20% cut of.
Yeah, when we take ships like
if he
this.
fences it.
Yeah. Good. Well done. We'll have a think, have a chat, and
What was the lead the captain gave you?
Yes, that's in the complete opposite direction. That's down here.
Oh yeah, that's that's not a ship though. That's just a
No,
thing.
that's an elven temple no one's touched for a while. So that could be fun. What we could do then, just I've got the map here and I'm thinking, so we're here,
Yeah,
head there, hit 2 or 3 of the ships,
yeah,
go down to Eysterholm,
yeah.
stock up, maybe get repairs if we need it, and then we can just sail down to that temple if nothing gets in the way beforehand.
Yeah, we can also visit the House of Jin while we're there.
Visit the House of Jin. I don't know what's there. Could be fun.
I know Elliot knows what's there.
Any of you can roll intelligence checks on the House of Jin if you like.
Yeah, fuck it.
I'll do that.
Try that.
Damn.
Just straight intelligence.
Yeah.
Natural 20.
Nice.
Yes,
go, doesn't
Carla,
matter.
7.
19.
7.
So, Scythus, you know a bit about the House of Jin simply because one of the pirate lords there tends to visit Reef every now and again because he is a
Oh,
married.
yes, he does.
Yes. 1 second. I'm just going to pull up the relevant page because I will also give you his name, seeing as you got a natural. You'd all know his name, I guess. You know that the 4 genies or the 4 jinn that live there comprise of one pirate lord. All of them kind of sharing a bit of the responsibility, and you know that it is also a invite-only estate, or unless you are very wealthy, and it's a place where pirate lords, pirate nobility, stuff, people like that, very high up people can go to have drinks, sort out deals, shop for things other than just gold and treasures and the like. You know, particularly the all of them keep and sell slaves and buy slaves as well.
That's a no-no.
Yeah, it's a bit of a
as
no.
most genies do, and you know the one that often visits Reef is by the name of Ahu.
Bless you.
Ahjuu. That's the joke I wanted people to make when it. And he's this kind of large, rotund water genie who is very up himself and sees people interrupting him almost as a crime.
Yep.
I'd say that's everything you get with your nat 20.
Would I know whether or not going to the temple, like the Elven temple, would that be seen as sort of trespassing on the land if we weren't invited?
You know that they count it as their land, but it's rare that they leave the House of Jinn.
Okay.
There's
that makes it kind of invite only, which is probably why your boy was happy to give away that tip, because I don't see him getting invited anytime soon. And frankly, I've got no interest in pissing off 4 genies, but I'll obviously go where you go. But no, I'm not totally in favour of going there until we're invited onto the land.
I have 2 questions. The second one relies on the answer to the first. Does Fawara being a bit obsessed with the pirate lords, does he know like the relationship between the Jinn and Blackbeard?
Who'd been the fight models off?
It's going to be a tough check, but make
I'm a tough boy.
either straight intelligence or insight.
My insight is +4. Let's give that one a go. Not bad.
Guidance.
Filthy 20. I've rolled a lot of filthy 20s today.
You don't know a lot. You know, a lot of pirate lords tend to keep their relationships or the feelings they have towards other pirate lords kind of close to the chest.
Yep.
You do kind of know that Blackbeard is friends or at least associated with at least one of them.
Okay.
Maybe in a passing conversation, or you just know that he has been there himself, which obviously would mean invite only as well. But yeah, so you know there's something there. You don't know which one that he's aligned with.
Oh, I don't know which one. Okay.
Yeah, but you know he certainly has a connection there.
Sweet. And the second question then, is there sort of a cross-island, I assume Aarakocra-based postal service that I can alleviate myself of?
There's also wizards who can send messages as well with sending.
Okay.
So yeah, there's plenty of ways to get a message to someone.
Sweet. In which case, at some point over the next few days, I will present you down with a letter that I would send to the Jinn.
Cool. Sounds good.
Oh God.
It says along the lines of "Fuck you bastards! I'm coming to your house and taking it. Get ready. Blackbeard's with me.
Nice.
God.
we're starting a war, boys.
Is that actually what it's going to say?
Stock up. No,
Yeah,
it's not.
I need to
It is-
know from just a peace of mind level. Is that an actual thing you're going to do?
It not aggressive. I'm gonna write to them and ask for basically an invitation.
He's gonna flirt.
You say you're going to kill them. On the horizon, you see 4 legendary ships heading your way.
I make the billow and sail towards them.
Inspiration.
Okay. Oh, I've got it. Who doesn't have inspiration?
I don't.
I do currently.
Annie, all yours.
Thanks ever so much.
No problem.
Yeah, is there anything else you guys would like to do, or do you want to skip to when the ship is built?
Apart from getting this sword enchanted, no.
Yeah. So that
Yeah.
that happens. We'll say yeah. So like the next day, you pick up the sword from him, and I mean, unless he rolls catastrophically bad,
It's not high level.
no, he doesn't. So yeah, it's you get the sword back. It is a +1 blade, and as a bonus action, you can cast and then concentrate on compelled door.
Cool. Is there a limit on how many times a day, or?
I'll give him another roll to see how well he gets it in. How well he gets it in. Yeah, it's a once per day you can focus on someone and cast it, and it would have, I guess it would have River's DC currently as well. because
Yes.
she's the one casting.
You want my spell save DC?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't mind
Yeah.
it.
That'll be a 14, sir.
Wonderful.
At some point over the next couple of days, I'd try and pull Nem aside at some point very carefully. Bear in mind, I wouldn't actually touch her in any way, shape, or form for fear of. So hey, Nem, I bought this and don't die, and I'll slap the ring of protection into her hand if she's willing to accept it. And Garv just kind of looks a bit awkward and then walks off.
Okay.
So yeah, you have a ring of protection now.
So
Thank you. That's so great.
It's an
Then would be
attunement
so
item.
confused, but also like awesome.
It's an
That's so
attunement.
sick. Thanks ever so much, Al.
That's all right.
It's attunement, and while wearing it, your AC goes up by 1, and you get +1 to all of your saving throws.
Amazing.
Nem seems to get herself
Wow,
into a
that's
lot of
amazing.
deadly
Sick, thank you.
situations, and yeah, Garv doesn't want her to die.
Cool.
That's nice.
Anything else
Thanks
over
ever so
these
much.
kind of handful of days you got?
Yeah, at some point, Sarathis would want to have a chat with Fawaro, preferably in private or at least away from Asher.
Yeah, I know what we're going to talk about.
It's easy enough.
For the record, El, if I spot you passing the ring across...
Why do you need a ring of protection?
No, I don't.
You've got an entire character dedicated to protecting.
I do. I'm aware. I'm just saying if I saw a passing, I don't know if that's a violation of contract. Yeah.
Oh, God.
I mean,
Not seriously, but it'd certainly mock you for a little bit until you did anything, literally anything, and he'd get scared and stop.
all right, I didn't get down on one knee. Well, actually, I did, but that's just because she's considerably shorter than I am.
So yeah, Scythe, you managed to pull Fawaro
Everyone
aside.
officiates.
You managed to pull Fawaro aside just somewhere in Priangos. No one else seems to be around that you know, unless you wanted to grab them as well.
What would we have been doing? That's what I'm interested in. What were me and you doing together where we were alone?
Can I be there?
That's not up to me.
Oh.
I've been dragged to one side.
I mean, I just assumed that by default you're always with Fawaro, or at least within 200 feet. So it's like,
Certainly accurate.
I'll just loom.
nice. I mean, you're welcome to be present as well.
I'm pretty sure that's the exact wording of the contract. You must loom near me.
I'll loom ominously.
Yeah.
Like, look, I don't know if it was him, but last time Asher gave us a job, somebody snitched on us. And the record that we found said it was signed A. So look, if he's giving us a job where 2 ships are about to, we're going to try and fuck up 2 ships, who's to say that they're not in cahoots and they're not just going to fuck us up, take everything we've got and then go?
Yeah, no, believe me, I'm very much on the same wavelength. It's a tricky one because part of me is concerned because this might happen, he might be screwing us over, but part of me also likes the idea of us taking down 2 ships in one go.
Oh no, I'm absolutely all for taking down 2 ships in one go. That sounds like actually quite an incredible fight, and I think we'll actually, we'll do well with that.
Be pretty sick.
It's just more if they're prepared for us, that's my issue. But
Then
maybe it was just a one-off.
perhaps, and if not, maybe the go-to is we prepare for them to be prepared for both of us.
We prepare for them to be prepared. They won't be prepared because they won't be prepared for us being prepared.
No.
They're prepared, so we're prepared.
They're prepared for us to be unprepared, but if we're prepared for them to be prepared for us to be unprepared, then we can prepare successfulully.
Sarathis turns into a goat.
Fawaro also turned into a goat, and you don't know why.
Not the glass in the druid.
Yeah. I've decided. Between us, between the whole crew, I feel like we have enough going for us that we could handle. One of them was described as a lot smaller.
It's a smaller shipment, yeah.
The jewel.
Yeah, the jewel one's a smaller shipment in terms of
Okay,
the cargo
sorry.
itself isn't a lot. Asher did say those 2 are the less guarded of the 2 ships, but obviously you'd be trying to take down 2 fairly soon after another.
The two plans I've got is either A, we just go for it, but we keep perhaps you and some of our more underwater themed crew members down below, and then keep you like on the down low, so if things start going bad, you turn into something big and fuck shit up.
I mean, that's always a good plan.
It's always a great plan. We could lose one of the shipments, but also it would look cool. The other plan
Yeah.
is we could just fuck with Ash's suggestion, seeing as we're going to be leaving. If we leave as soon as we can, we're leaving ahead of time for a lot of these, so we could just go ahead, get one of them, and then circle back for the other en route. If we just disable the first ship, so it can't chase us,
Yeah.
then we get
mean,
them
that's-
both over the course of maybe a couple of days, so it's not so much of a nightmare.
But then we're not taking out two at the same time, which would, if you're all about the reputation, deciding to take out more than one ship at a time, that's pretty good for you,
I
Captain.
agree. Oh, believe me, I'm very much on side of us doing that. But at the same time, those who are buying me drinks don't need to know the finer details.
This is true, but to be perfectly honest with you, since we've been having this conversation, I've talked myself into really enjoying the idea of taking on two at once.
Let's just take on two at once then.
Fantastic.
Decided.
Right, let's get preparing.
Oh, shit, yeah, Gav, you're always here. Hi.
Oh yeah, no. I'm the background.
No one's noticed yet, but Fawara doesn't actually have a shadow.
That building you thought you were standing behind, that was just me.
Quick, let's sneak into this alleyway. It's usually a broad street, just Garb is in it.
Just like all the other people in the street, like, move along.
Yeah.
Keep going. Nothing to see here.
My captain's having a nice talk. Be gone.
We're having a private discussion about two ships we're going to pirate.
I mean, befriend. Nice. Sicko.
So, you have your conversation.
Yeah.
Unless there's anything else anyone wants to do?
There's just one thing I wanted.
Yeah.
Can I get a +1 breastplate?
Yeah. So I'd say for... It's quite easy to. Say for 700 gold, you could get a +1 breastplate.
All right, cool. Cheers.
Cool. Does that mean, are you unassuming from your cold armor?
Would I need to reattune? I thought I could just take the cold armor on and off, but I don't know. I might be wrong.
I can't remember. Let me look back in my notes, and I'll see what it is. I can't remember if it's a tune or not.
All right, cool.
Yeah, you quite easily managed to grab that. The handful of days passes, and eventually you are notified that that the ship has been repaired and upgraded. And as you are brought into the shipwright, you see as they sail out a pristine-looking sea razor. You can see where all the chips were from battles, or you see the various remnants of the Midas ship it once was has been completely painted over as they've given it a fresh lick of paint in the colours it already was. You see the sails have been cleaned, showing the giant coin of Midas with the bright red glowing bird skull on the front of it as well. And as you go on up onto the deck, you can see it's a nice new sheen across the deck. That new ship smell and a little air freshener hanging by the wheel. You go through, and as you all kind of like rush to like see the repairs in the new rooms, you rush first of all into the library, which I believe was at the front of the ship.
Yes.
You
Cannon fodder zone, as I like to call
Yes,
it.
indeed.
you walk in and you can see this is a nice small room with quite a large table in the middle that's about 8 feet by 8 feet squared, with various chairs sat around it. There's reading implements and writing implements as well, magnifying glasses, things for just looking over books and documents. And you can see there's 3 like half bookshelves that go up to about waist height on most people, that are just filled with general books that cover various differing topics. And you can see this is quite a nice and slightly soundproofed room. Not entirely, but it's a little bit quieter in here. As some of the more combat-oriented of you run below deck to get into the training room, you see as a room filled with training dummies that seem to be actually built into the floor so they don't topple and fall with the listing of the ship on the sea. You can see a couple of racks to the left and right with various training weapons, kind of training swords, axes, bows, arrows. No training guns that have been provided, but you see is quite a wide range of training weapons are here. There's a sparring ring in the centre, which seems to be marked by paint on the floor, and is like a impromptu kind of spar or battle arena. There's various gym equipment, or like protrusions of bars and grips and holds, so you can do various workouts here. And even though the ship lists a bit, you feel like you could get a decent session training in here.
Fair enough.
You stand.
Do I have any like foresight that this is happening today, or is it just sort of like sprung upon us? I guess is the word.
You would know. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Cool. Continue with your thing,
Cool.
then I'll get to my bit.
You'd see as the crew basically enjoy this and are all out on deck, and you see as we'll say Grookshire and Hickory come up with like a small crate of these bottles that you have been storing on the ship that you found in the infernal lair. These wispy kind of things inside them, this strange kind of alcohol. You see as Grookshire kind of plops it down and says, "Captain, we've been saving these. Should we indoctrinate the new ship?"
I point back at like the 2 very large kegs I'd provided for this exact event. Like, I had a very similar idea. Fine by me.
Never mind these. I don't know what these even are. He sees he kind of like slides it over the side. Say you could have got 7 gold. You could have got 2 kegs at a deal after haggling them down. Because I know you weren't too charismatic boy.
I'd give them 13.
Nice. They throw in a smaller keg for you on top of it. And yeah, you guys all begin to drink your way.
Yeah, I summon the crew and just like get everyone like,
yeah, go for it.
My friends, we've everything was repaired. We're good to sail once again on our beautiful ship Sea Razor. Everything before now has been prologue to what is sure to be a fantastic career pirating with all of you. I'm so proud and thrilled to have all of you on my crew. But for now, before we start the real piracy very soon, let's get shit-faced to the Sea Razor and all of you. And I raise my...
To the Sea Razor! To the Sea Razor! To the Sea Razor! This clubber like holds up one of the barrels and everyone's like, no! And they like put it back down. They all quickly like grab drinks from it before Clubber just kind of like finish off the dregs of one of the barrels.
To be fair, I brought 2 because I knew we'd have
Eats the wood.
Reggie, hit it!
Sure thing. And as Reggie is playing the drums on deck, as you all get shit-faced on the brand spanking new and repaired and upgraded Sea Razor, I think that's quite a nice place to wrap the session.
It's a beautiful place to wrap the session.
It gives you guys a chance to talk between now and next session of what ship you want to hit, how you want to do it, if you want to go for the trifecta or not. But yeah, sick. Thank you very much for watching. Everyone who interacted in chat, thank you very much for hanging around as well.
Thank you so much for DMing, Dan.
Thank you guys for
Thank you very much, Dan.
It's literally my pride and joy is DMing for you 6. And others, obviously. I have other players I love as well. I just wanted to be kind to these guys.
John, if you're out there.
So yeah, thank you very much for playing. Thank you very much for watching. We'll be back sometime soon with not only some more bloody drawing streams with the fabulous Jams Can Draw.
Yes, expect that in a week.
But also with some more Pirates, more D&D, some gaming as well. Best way for you to find out when we're going to be streaming and what we're going to be streaming is down below. We've got a bunch of social media. We've got a Discord as well. Give us a follow. Join our Discord. We've got a wonderful community of people you've seen here in chat. And yeah, you'll see what we're going to be doing next. But until that time, thank you very much. We've been nifty. You've been you. Stay beautiful.
Peace.
Bye.
Thank you very much for watching.
Hey.
Stay
Hit that
nifty.
follow button.
Ferrets!
Ferrets.